y'all doing. It's a sad day. But you know what? It's not a sad day. You know what? It's an okay day because you know what? I gotta say something. DJ, stop the beat. Now, the title reads that Tim Norman got life, okay, for what he did to his nephew. Now, I'm prophesying, I'm confessing. They say confess what you want to be true. So that's what we're putting in the atmosphere. Now, they said they're not going to give the real judgment until December, but they said that he is found guilty on all counts. But you know it can be tricky. He found guilty on all counts, but they haven't delivered the judgment until December. That's what they're telling me. But you know what? I confess he should get life for what he doing. He paid somebody, a stripper, and they always get them strippers. I wonder why. And you know the stripper girls community, stripper boys and girls, y'all need to speak out about this because it make all of y'all look bad. It make all of y'all look like y'all don't got no morals, no values, and y'all do anything for money. Y'all would do anything for money, so y'all need to speak up if y'all got some class about y'all damn self. Anyway, he paid the stripper girl to help him take out his nephew. They say they put an insurance policy of $450 on his nephew, Andre, and made a phone call and got his nephew out of here. Gone, pow, pow. Yes, he did. How evil is that? And he's sitting his big ass, let me stop. But yeah, so that's what we got to talk about. And another thing we want to talk about too in this live is this man right here. Look at this. Ooh, look. Oh my God. Y'all, this man right here, do you know he took out his girlfriend that was pregnant 9 times? We got the audio of him calling 911, talking about it was a mistake, talking about, they had an argument. His pow was on the dresser. She reached for it, and you know what happened. That came out to be a lie. When I tell you this story, it's going to, what? Yeah, you're going to be tripping like that when you find out what this man doing. Okay, so let's go back to Tim Norton and see what's going on with him. I'm all over the place. Okay, here we go. Bam. And you know, while we at it, I just want to say, hey, how y'all doing? Y'all doing okay today? Please like this video. Y'all know I'm begging for likes out here in these streets. Hey, moderators, what's going on, y'all? Hey, E-Baby, please like. I still got that damn cough. Sorry. If you hear me coughing on this live, please just ignore it, okay? We do have the phone lines open, so I would love for y'all to call in and participate. I don't know everything about this Tim situation, and so if you can call in and add to it, I would greatly appreciate that. Okay, save your calls in for the end. Okay, so that's what y'all want me to do? Y'all want me to save it to the end of the show, the phone calls? If you want me to save the phone calls to the end of the show, press 3. If you like when I have phone calls while I'm doing the show, press 5. Where are y'all at on that? Because I'm confused. How are you doing, Diamond? I'm irritated as hell. I tell you what, but don't worry about me because shit. You know, I was about to cut somebody out of my house just an hour ago. They're using my bathroom, and I don't play that. I don't want nobody coming over my house using my bathroom, especially if they're supposed to come over here and do some work. All right. Damn, it's confusing. 3s and 5s. Okay, look like we got more 3s than 5. And what did I say 3 was? Did I say 3 was to have the phone calls at the end? I always get confused. The fuck I said 3, 4, 5. Okay. I think the thing. Okay, we gonna keep on going. All right. So DJ, stop the beat. Okay. So I was over to Chronicle Speak. Now, if you guys know about anything about YouTubers, let me tell you, Chronicle Speak. She be on it like white on rice when it comes to this whole situation with Tim Norman, okay? This is a Griggs family, speaks of after the guilty verdict. And I'm over here at Chronicle Speaks. She's a hard-working black woman YouTuber. Shout out to Chronicle Speaks. And she's been following this story very heavy. Now, this is Andre, people. So I'm going to play a little bit of this over here. Check this out.
Okay, Auntie Karen and the woman herself.
Okay, so I'm going to fast forward.
My mother was on it. She never gave up.
Yes.
Support you guys. They
Yes.
want to support you guys, the family, in any way they can. Is there a foundation for Andre? What can we do to support you guys? Big brother.
So I'm going to keep fast forwarding until I get to some juice.
I am Andre's older sister. This is justice. You know, I'm glad they put that monster behind bars for life.
Yes.
Hello? And see, that's where I got that life stuff from. You heard what she said. I'm glad they put that monster behind jail for life. And see, I had that in my head. This is Andre's sister talking.
I can hold it.
Oh, okay.
If you don't mind saying your first name or last name, please spell it out for us.
My name is Kaylin Briggs. I am Andre's older sister. This is justice. You know, I'm glad they put that monster behind bars for life.
Yes.
He ruined multiple lives, not just ours, but multiple lives. And, you know, it's some peace, but not like my brother's not going to come back while he's still in jail, eating commissary, whatever it is. But, you know, my mother got some peace. We knew it was him. We knew it. His family could act like that it was him. Wasn't him. But this taught me a lesson. It really did. You know, but
You're doing good.
it taught me a lesson, and we got justice. Yes.
What is that lesson?
The lesson is, I don't care how much money a person got. I don't understand. You cannot underestimate it. Greed. I don't care if y'all think he's just satisfied or he's stable. No, greedy. Jealousy. Envious. He was never a role model to my brother. Never. They had my brother living in a dump. In a shack. My brother was not living good. You know, my brother was not. He told us, you know, we did everything we could. I mean, we just thought it was a better opportunity for him. And they played him. They played my brother, man. My brother loved his family. He loved his family, no matter what. And my brother was very helpful, goofy, like, my brother.
All right, so if you guys don't know, she's talking about her brother. Her brother name is Andre. And she said that Tim is greedy, okay? That they ain't never did nothing for Andre. That Andre never looked up to Tim. You know, comment in the comment section. What do y'all think about this?
It wasn't like this thug like they said he did. Pictures can say, but that's social media, you know? Justice for my brother, that's all that matters to us.
So tell us who Andre was. They put a lot of evidence about him being like in the streets, but you're his family. You know who he was. Tell the people who Andre was.
I want to say teenager trying to find himself. You know, they put him as like he was this thug. He wasn't a thug. My brother loved music. He did rap, but listen to his lyrics.
Okay, and if he was a thug, so what? She said in the court, girl, Tim and Ruby, Tim mama, was out there trying to paint Andre like a thug. Like, well, you know, he was a thug anyway. Why do we care about thugs? Thugs are humans. Thugs are people. Thugs are people too. You know what I'm saying? And just because he was in them streets does not make his life less valuable. And they are saying that Andre was not a thug. He was not a street nigga like they claim it to be. And how do y'all feel about that? Do you feel like thugs need love too? That thugs is just as equal to any other human being in this earth? Press 8 if you feel like thugs they have life too. They just as equal as anybody else. Press 10 if you really feel like, you know, if you're a thug, then your life is less valuable than everybody else's life. You know? Comment, let us know where y'all stand on that.
What rap and music y'all hear him killing, robbing people, breaking into? He didn't, you know, he wasn't like that. He spoke street life. My brother was street smart and book smart. He graduated. You know, like, it wasn't like he was out to get after anyone or try to make him seem like he was this hard thug. He wasn't. You know, my brother was loving, caring. Yes, he smoked weed. He fed the homeless people. Someone needed diapers. chocolate milk for this person.
And he did not
You know,
rob his grandmother.
He did not rob his grandmother. That was a lie. My brother, he ran from that. He did not want to do that. He did not rob his grandmother. And it's so messed up that he reached out to his grandma and she ignored that. She ignored that. It's just trifling.
Did he say anything to any of you about being scared?
Yes.
All
the
the
time.
time. He said if anything happened to him,
we
it
told
was
her.
Uncle Tim
We
did.
told her. We told her. He told all of us. After
Did y'all hear that? Andre told everybody that he was fearful, he was scared, and he did not rob the grandma, you know? And everybody in the comments telling me that I Smoke Hip Hop Live is listening to me. Well, shout out. I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Thank you for the love, okay? All right, so shout out I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Okay, shout them out, y'all. Okay, we love the love. Now let's keep on going.
It's okay. Take your time.
It's not live, it's okay.
It's okay.
She about to break down.
So, before he died, Miss Robbie called his phone and was cussing him out and would say, "Mother effer, you ain't my grandson. F you, mother effer, blase, blase, this and this and that." I don't think she was aware of her surroundings because my brother, he's not like, he's the type of person, when something is not right, he's going to put on speaker for all of us to hear. And he kept saying, "Grandma, I didn't do it. I'm trying to tell you, Grandma, Uncle Tim did it." And she was just going on cussing him out. "And you ain't gonna come to my funeral, I ain't gonna go to your funeral." And Dre was like, "Grandma, I didn't do it. I'm trying to tell you, I didn't do it." Me and my sisters, and then we were
Hold on, not going to the funeral? Really? The grandma called him, cussing him out, talking about something. "I'm not going to your funeral, and you are this and you are that." How horrible is this? And I know y'all love that grandma, but that grandma is something else. They said she is still taking up for her son. She is still riding her son. They up in the courtroom, and she's next to her son, consoling him, cuddling them big hips. All right, and I Smoke said they've been listening to me for 3 years. I appreciate that. I love the love. All right, so comment. Let us know what y'all think about the grandma. What do you call her, Robbie?
I was sitting there like, "Dre, if you didn't do it, don't worry about it." He threw his phone. He was, "I'm gonna be one of God's soldiers." Right there when he told me that, that means he's going to sacrifice to prove to his grandmother that he did not rob his grandmother. He did not rob his grandmother. And that day, that's when he left, and that's when we found out he died. You know, that was messed up. She knew. She was aware of it. She was aware of it. For her to walk in at the funeral, Tim didn't stay at the funeral. Tim stopped the whole train. He didn't come to the view. He came there with bulletproof vests on, with bodyguards, and we thought that, how come y'all didn't think that was weird? Like, they come all the way to Lubbock, Texas.
No emotions.
No emotions, nothing. Him and his grandmother standing back behind me talking and whispering. I kept looking back like, are y'all for
Wondering
real?
why everyone's crying. Yeah.
Are y'all for real?
Yeah.
And then they said, "I don't know why they crying. They knew he was a street nigga." What?
Oh, hell
That's
no.
your grandson.
Hell no. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that right there? Girl. I would have stopped. DJ, stop the beat. I would have stopped the funeral. Ain't no way you gonna disrespect my brother at his funeral. She said this is the sister talking, and she talking straight facts. Tim Norman and his mama, Robbie, whatever you call her, they went to his funeral. No emotions, nothing. They in the back of the funeral, kikiing, laughing, talking about they don't know why everybody crying. His ass wasn't nothing but a thug. The last conversation a grandma had with the nephew, she was cussing him out, claiming he stole from her when she knew that was a lie. You know, I don't know if she was in with it too. Y'all want to probably paint her and act like she was naive and she didn't know. Hell, she could have been behind it all. She could have gave that nigga the idea, her son. I don't know, you know, but comment, let us know what y'all think about this. Hell no. Hell no.
Grandson been with you since forever. Whatever Dre learned a lot of things from his grandmother. He felt his money a certain way. He was very frugal with his money because he didn't want to be broke. Because his grandmother taught him that. So, you know, Dre loved his grandmother, man. He loved his grandmother. He did.
Yeah.
You know, it's just messed up. But anyways, at the funeral, they wasn't crying. We was on our way to the burial site. Tim stopped the whole traffic. My thing is this: why would you allow your son to stop the traffic to catch what flight? This is important. This is your nephew's funeral. Your only nephew from your brother only had one child. Why? No one said nothing. Nobody lifted an eyebrow. No one said anything. I paid attention to all of that. I said, yeah, they did it. They got something to do. To catch a flight to LA. That's not that important. You didn't go to his wake. You just want to make sure he was dead. And that's what you did. And you left. And he sat there on that stand crying and lying and stuff. Boy, my brother had no access to your vehicle. My mother, he would call my mother to send money and food. My mother would buy pizza out here to feed him. My mother was doing all of that. That was a lie. They had my brother out here in the slumps.
Yep.
That little penthouse he was staying next to.
Yeah, it was all run down. And it had the efficiency, and it had a rusty stove inside of it. Nice. The bed, the cot, looked like a Salvation cot that he was sleeping on. There was 2 little iron, metal-looking chairs.
All right, so they're describing how he was living. He did not have money, and they had him in a messed up situation. You know, the family, you know, Andre family, shout out to y'all. You know, because y'all so loving and peaceful and Christian-like. Couldn't be me. Oh, hell no. Let somebody set up my mama or somebody got care about y'all. Y'all gonna have to put me behind jail. Y'all really are, because I'm coming after Tim and I'm coming after your mama. Yes, I will. And I want to know, how do y'all feel about that? If somebody would have set your brother up or somebody that you love, would you be so nice and calm and Christian-like? Or are you going to jail? Comment, let us know. Press 13 if you're going to be Christian-like and nice and do everything proper. 15 if your ass going to jail. Okay? Yes, I'm going to jail. I know I'm supposed to forgive, but fuck that. Nah. Nah, you getting out of here. And I know it's wrong. I shouldn't be promoting that, right? I'm so bad. Oh, I'm so mad at Big Hips. Big Sweet Hips. Oh, I'm mad at him. I really am. I'm so mad at Big Hips. I just want to tie him up and just, you know what I mean? Just chastise him. And why the F would you do that? Huh? You know what I mean? Ooh. You know, don't y'all wish y'all could do that to certain people? You could. Maybe I shouldn't say this on this damn live. Okay, so let's keep on going. Comment, let us know. The phone lines is open. Like I said, if I miss anything about this situation with Tim, please call and add to it. You know, but they said he's not. Is he in jail right now? Is he in prison? You know, I want him to be prison. And they're going to have a good time with them big-ass hips he got. Okay? Yeah. Okay, how about that? And shit, his ass might like it. You know, so I hate for that to happen. If he likes it, I don't want his ass to enjoy nothing. You hear me? Now, put his ass by himself where he don't have no contact with no men, because he may like contact with men. You know, that's not good. If he's enjoying it, you know, hell no. He don't get no enjoyment for the rest of his life. No dick for you, Tim. Okay? Yeah. No, And they said all for that greed and jealousy. For what? His mom didn't teach him any better? You know, not to behave this way? He looks sick right now. Like he gonna die slow. I don't know what he gonna do. Look at his funny ass head. He got a big ass head. But let's keep on going on. Before I open the phone lines, I do want to address this story right here. This man, damn, ain't nobody calling in yet. Okay, so this man took out his pregnant girlfriend. Now, I didn't get a chance to finish watching this story because I was so irritated looking at him and hearing it. but they are saying the family had 0 warnings, okay? So when it comes to, at 39 seconds, I got to put it on pause because they're showing a pow pow and I can't show that. And at 6 minutes, they showing a pow pow and I can't show that either. All right, so check this story out.
Sharing her daughter's story with Target Aid investigator Susan Samples, hoping it will raise awareness, prompt conversations, and save lives.
I got older. Then we have bigger.
Can you guys hear?
You say hi. Look, turn around. Grandma's got you. Say hi.
Can y'all hear, or is it me? I don't know if I can hear right.
911 emergency.
So this is the 911 emergency call. Now I'm gonna take the blind off of here because they about to show a pow pow. But listen to the 911 emergency. Listen to him over the phone talking to the cops.
Hi, I need medical attention. I need everybody. I just made a big mistake.
Grand Rapids police are investigating another deadly shooting.
Nobody could believe what happened.
Okay. Hey, what did you do? What's going on? I don't know. Where's my girlfriend? Oh, my. Is she there with you? Yes. What happened to her? Oh, I killed my girlfriend.
Now his ass wanna cry? Are you serious? He's crying, talking about he took a... You know what? Just say no to niggas, okay? I know they say no to drugs. Just say no to niggas at this point. Listen to this.
I called Marissa my Spitfire child. She was funny. She was really funny. She was loving and caring and great mother.
How old are you?
4. I'm 18.
Their mom, so devoted to little Amir and Amira, will never see them blossom. Marissa Valdez is forever 24.
What do you tell the babies when they grow up? They know Mom in heaven. What do you say about their dad? I don't even know what to tell them about them.
You killed your girlfriend? Yes, I did. How did that happen? Outside. It was an argument. I had my gun on the dresser, and she tried to reach, so I grabbed it, and she got shot.
DeLeon Franklin initially tried to say, as the couple struggled over the gun, he accidentally shot his girlfriend at least 3 times. But there was no evidence that Valdez had ever reached for the gun, and no sign that the shooting was accidental, especially since Franklin unloaded a lot more than 3 bullets into the woman with whom he shared a home and 2 young children.
Oh, hell nah. See, this the stuff, y'all. Do y'all hear this? Do y'all hear what's going on? Oh, God dang it. You see how he lied? He called the cops crying after he did it. Crying, talking about he made a mistake. He made a mistake. Mind you, his girlfriend is pregnant. He got kids with her. They say he don't even work, y'all. She take care of this nigga. She take care of him. Y'all can't... Y'all better stop taking care of these niggas out here. They're gonna take you out. I'm gonna play.
He shot her 9 times. Why
9
would somebody shoot
times.
somebody?
9 times. 9 times. Nigga, you crazy? Are y'all serious out here? 9 times. 9 times. After they opened their home to you, gave you a place to stay, shelter you, and feed you, and this is what you do, and you call the cops talking about it was a mistake, gonna lie on her after her death, said she grabbed the pow pow. She didn't grab nothing. He's a liar. He lied.
He dies with their babies right there.
911 emergency. You're sure she's dead? Yes, I am. I cannot believe this is happening right now.
Police say 9 .40 caliber bullets struck the young mother as her children slept within arm's reach. But theirs were not the only heartbeats in that room.
Are you serious? This is it. This right here. This is it, y'all. This is it. Just say no to niggas. Just say no to niggas. Just say no. Just any relationships, just say no. It's not worth your life.
She was pregnant. Oh my God.
Not only did he kill her, she had my grandbaby. And the babies were in the room.
No!
When it happened.
No!
Marissa was 5.
Are you hearing this, y'all? I can't make this up. He did it while the baby was in the damn room? Y'all need to call a state of emergency or something. And how's the whole world, y'all just so damn calm? Because this happen all the time, and everything is just normal out here in these streets. Something wrong. Something is totally off. Shit. And on the phone call, I don't mean to bring the zest up, but he damn sounds zesty to me. Shit. I didn't think he... Let me stop. But, it's something else.
Months along with the couple's 3rd child.
For hours now, friends and family of the victim have been gathered on the other side of this apartment building.
I said, I gotta get in there. I don't want her to be by herself. I need to be with her. And the officer held me. She's like, I'm a mom too. It's okay. You can't go in there. The police are... She's not by herself. I said, you please let me go.
Wow, this is the time. Can you imagine? You get a phone call, you leaving work. They would not let you go in the house to see your daughter. You get a call, your daughter is gone. The boyfriend lying, talking about he popped her 3 times, come to find 9 times in front of the kids. And all she did is want to go in her home and see her daughter, and they would not let her. Could you imagine all this pain, all this over what? Cause y'all think y'all controlling human beings? Oh, y'all is so evil. You just hurt people, you don't care. And then on top of that, you want to lie about it. Nah.
Abram spotted her grandchildren standing with DeLeon Franklin's mom. He had called his mother before 911.
No.
911 emergency.
So I run over there and I grab both of them. And she just looks at me and she's just crying.
I can't believe this is happening. Oh.
You can't believe this is happening. What type of nigga is this? I can't believe, I can't believe this is happening. All that faking and lying your ass is doing after you did her 9 times and you wasn't even honest about it. You see the fake shit? You see the manipulation? And now he want to be a fucking victim. He want to be a victim. He wants you to feel sorry for him because he made a mistake. They was arguing and she reached for the pow and it was a mistake and he can't believe what he did. Oh my God, it's all fake. These niggas must love running to prison, okay? Knowing that you don't think... Didn't they say men are logical thinkers? Didn't they say they don't move from emotion standpoint? They think logical? Tell me what type of logic is this? Huh?
Mama.
If there were warning signs in the young couple's relationship, it seems everyone...
This is them, y'all. This is them. See? Do y'all notice him and Tim? They all got that smile like they so nice and friendly. And they would take you out of here. if you related to them, if they say they love you, man, please, let a nigga smile at me again, okay? This is him. Get a good look. And she looked like it's happy. She didn't even realize this is the man that's going to end her life. This is the man that's going to take take her away from her kids, leaving the kids motherless and fatherless at this point. And I hope he do life in jail.
Them. The pair had broken up and gotten back together twice, but Marissa never reported violence, not to the police and not to family and friends. At gatherings, Franklin often hung back, not used to a large, love-out-loud family like Marissa's. He was very quiet, but respectful, said Abram, and the family worked hard to include the man they called Day Day.
The Day Day that I knew, I couldn't see him doing that.
Oh,
if they would have told me at the time it was somebody else, that's what I would have believed.
Are you serious? God help me, Lord. Oh, we don't have no discernment. We have no discernment in this hour. And blessed be the mom, you know, because she seemed like she's a good woman. But she said they called him Day Day. She couldn't see Day Day doing this to her daughter. She said if they would have lied and told her it was somebody else, she would have believed it. And that's why Day Day lies so damn much. You know how long Day Day been lying? Day Day is a liar. And he gets away with it because he's nice, he's quiet, so y'all don't think much of it. He's been covering up this whole time, tricking everybody. And that's why he go into that role play of acting like a victim and I can't believe I did this. He's always role played.
I wouldn't have believed it was him. So he fooled me.
Yes, he
did. The couple had lived together for 4.5 years. Franklin mostly stayed home with the children, while Marissa worked full-time as a medical...
Nah, okay, hold up. What? Are you serious? She working full-time and he's staying home with the kids. He's staying home with the kids. But you know what? I'm not going to shame that. Maybe roles are reversed. Maybe she wanted to work and he wanted to be at home. And, you know, some people have that. I'm not shaming that. You know, it just took me back. But go ahead.
Assistant and dreamed of one day running her own online boutique.
She took care of him, her babies, herself.
God damn! How does that work? You take care of a man. He don't gotta do nothing but lay his ass up and watch the kids. He don't gotta work. He don't gotta do nothing. She come home and cook and clean. And he take you out of here? Wow! She didn't see that coming. Spoiling this man. Don't spoil him. Keep him up to the challenge. You cannot spoil these men out here. You got to keep them up for the challenge. I'm telling y'all, stay hard to get. Because they don't respect you no other. You see what happened to her?
A full-time job, had insurance.
Running her own, lived together for 4.5 years. Franklin mostly stayed home with the children, while Marissa worked full-time as a medical assistant and dreamed of one day running her own online boutique.
She took care of him, her babies, herself, kept a full-time job, had insurance. He never did anything. Why didn't he just shoot himself if he didn't want to be around her?
Franklin later told police he and Valdez had been under a lot of stress, had been arguing all the time about their relationship, about money. He said he felt like nothing he did was ever good enough for Valdez. He also mentioned that one of his biggest fears was not being able to see his children all the time, but having to pay child support.
Oh, hell no! Are you serious? Are you effing serious? Y'all need to call in, because I'm about to go off. His biggest fear was paying child support. Child support. Man. I'm through. I'm too motherfucking through. I'm too effing through.
He mentioned, too, that Valdez and his mom, Franklin's mom, were the only two people in his life. At one point in his 2-hour police interview, Franklin told detectives his life had been going crazy and he had felt, quote, something like demons on him. On the day of the police interview, Valdez and his mom, Franklin's mom, were the only two people.
See, that's the thing. He looking for an escape. Everything they're telling me that he said, Day said, I don't believe all the way. Now they're saying that he felt like he had a demon on him. See, he trying to shift the blame. You know, he don't want to be responsible. And that's
in his life. At one point in his 2-hour police interview, Franklin told detectives his life had been going crazy and he had felt, quote, something like demons on him. On the day of the murder, Franklin told police Marissa had become angry, was yelling at him and reaching for gun he kept close by because he said he was paranoid about break-ins. Franklin told detectives that after the first shot, which he claimed was accidental, he blacked out and could not remember firing the next 8 rounds.
Did that make sense? And I'm sorry if y'all seen that Pow Pow. He blacked out. He said that he been so afraid of somebody gonna break in. That's why he had the Pow Pow on the dresser. They was arguing. He said she reached for the Pow Pow and he made a mistake and popped her once and then he blacked out. Oh, this makes me so effing furious. It really pisses me off.
For a dozen years, Rachel Wussman has prosecuted domestic murders in Kent County, including that of Marissa Valdez.
In the last couple of years, there's just been more and more domestic violence-related homicides.
Wussman calls it a crime.
Do you guys hear? It's increasing. It's increasing. These men are taking these girls out. It's increasing.
And says it's not getting enough attention, in part due to lack of awareness. It happens behind.
See, we need more awareness when it comes to DV. These men putting their paws on these women and taking them out. We need more awareness in the schools. We need more awareness on these TV shows and movies. We need more awareness, and it has to stop. Where is the agenda to pushing these men to stop putting paws on these women? And it start at a young age, because these kids are raised in dysfunctional households and they see that type of bull crap from their parents and think it's okay to go in the world and destroy other people.
Closed doors. When abuse escalates to murder, Wussman says it's common to find no documented history of violence.
That's him. That is him. And they said it's common to find no documents of, bad, evil, pow, him putting paws on her. Because these people do not believe in pressing charges. They don't believe in having documents. I'm going to have me a document. You hear me? I'm calling the police on everything. I don't care who you are. If you call my phone asking me where your nigga at, and I told you I don't know, I didn't even know he had, I'm calling the cops, because you keep fucking with me. I'm calling the cops. I document everything, y'all. If a man say he gonna do something to you or whatever, call the post, document it, give them their name, give them their phone number or something, have it on record. Anything happen pops up, your ass is on document, period. I'm calling the cops.
Asking questions going, what was happening in that household before that? Was there things happening and we just kind of missed it?
Wussman wants to normalize conversations about domestic abuse, which can be mental, not physical. She encourages you to ask friends and family about domestic relationships, especially if you notice controlling behavior.
We missed everything. If there were signs, we missed it.
I just want to say that I'm sorry to everybody.
DeLeon Franklin pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and assault causing miscarriage, for which he'll spend 25 to 50 years in prison.
That ain't enough. That's not enough. 25 to 50 years after he took that woman out of here 9 times and she was pregnant. 25, 50 years. Is that enough for y'all? Press 1 if you feel like that's enough. Press 3 if you feel like it is not. I'm sorry. You took out a baby that didn't even get a chance to grow up. You took out a loving mom that loved her life, was dedicated to her kids. You destroyed a whole village. You took out a daughter. F that. 25 to 50 years is not enough. No. No, no, no. No, I don't care. And I think that's a damn lie. He ain't blackout.
I definitely made an emotional decision, and I definitely have to live with it every day.
You don't deserve my sister, and you never did.
Marissa's brother in a
Girl,
shirt
he
honoring
looks
his...
so damn zesty over there. And I'm sorry, y'all need to see him. It don't matter if he's zesty or not. But do that still look zesty to you? Girl, does it look like, do you smell zest, okay? 7 if you smell that zest. 10 if you don't smell no zest. Look at that damn stance. Man, please. Well, I'm sorry to judge. You know, shit, people been judging me all my damn life.
For which he'll spend 25 to 50 years in prison.
I definitely made an emotional decision, and I definitely have to live with it every day.
You don't deserve my sister, and you never did.
Marissa's brother in a shirt honoring his sister spoke for the family.
I'm grateful for my niece, Samira, and my handsome boy, Amir. I'm thankful for them. But you scarred them for life. Your Honor, this man deserves the maximum years that he could receive for the 9 senseless shots.
By sharing Marissa's story, her family hopes to save other children from losing a parent, or, as in this case, both parents.
I still wake up in the morning for that split second until I feel her baby's right next to me, because that's where they sleep. And then I remember she's gonna miss out on so much.
Nicole Abrams said she couldn't save her daughter, but she's hoping Marissa's story will prompt families to check in on their loved ones because the warning signs might not be obvious. Abram and her husband are raising Marissa's 2 children. If you or someone you know need help.
Wow, right. Tell me, do you guys want me to have more awareness of stories like this? If you do want me to push out more awareness, please press 9. If you feel like, nah, this story is too depressing, you can't take all this, press 10. You know, let me know where y'all at on that. So we're going to open the phone lines. You know, we can start off Timmy. We can jump back and forth. Please like this video. I am begging for the likes. Y'all know I'm struggling over here. And every likes help. Every subscription help, y'all. We need it. All right, so we got some phone calls calling from 480. You're live on the air.
Hi there. Good evening. How are you today?
I'm doing okay. Talk to me. Who you want to start off, Tim, or the situation with the lady?
You know, I think it's kind of a comprehensive thing. I'm an educator for a long time, and I want to first of all tell you it's a great way that you've delivered and pointed out that there needs to be a lot of educational awareness with young women prior to this. And Gossip Girl, let me tell you what I mean by this. A lot of times we get involved with people and we haven't done the background information on who we're connecting to. And so although there is a great loss and it's not her fault, and they claim that there is no record of any mental illness in his background, sometimes that is not detected. And so I say this to a lot of the young women out there, Take stock of who you're connecting yourself with. Ask the right questions about their background. And I think most importantly, the mother indicated she saw no controlling signs. But there is also another aspect of that, is that maybe the daughter was trying to conceal it. Because having a daughter myself, Gossip Girl, sometimes when you have children by a person, in your brain, you want the outside or external world to see this family unit. And so to some degree, some people do whatever they can to maintain that image to the public. But there comes a time when you really have to ask yourself, am I strong enough to walk away from this situation? You always talk a lot about Holly Weird. And I think that when you see these type of celebrities and all these guys that look a certain way, that they kind of change the image of what we have known to be traditional. Meaning that although she was working and he was staying at home, the question is, was he even doing a good job at home? And did he even have the skills to even manage those children? So you add that into what he did and that responsibility, and that whole thought process of child support when he didn't even really have a job, it could have taken him over the edge. So he did a horrible thing. But I go back to the nucleus. From the moment we meet people, we need to be conscious of who we are connecting ourselves with.
You're right on the money, and I appreciate you for, giving us that wisdom and giving us things to think about. Anything else you want
Yes.
to say about this?
No, I appreciate your platform. You do a great job. I followed you for a long time.
I appreciate
But I
it.
think, Gossip Girl, we just need to recognize that loving yourself and not getting caught up that you need to have somebody to be complete puts you in the position where you might pick the wrong body. And I'm not saying she did. I'm saying we have to analyze people's integrity, their character, before we start producing children with people that don't have any substance. So we all, bless her soul, non-deserving. Seems like a sweet family and a sweet girl. But Gossip Girl, even at my age, educated, business owner, dateable, independent, I still have to monitor. Do I really want to connect with this person? Am I seeing any signs that are off? Take your time with them. And
You're
that's,
right.
I don't want to hold your platform.
No, I don't mind you holding, because
we
maybe we got
connected too quick.
we could talk about it a little bit. Day, they said he was real quiet. The mom said she had no idea that he would do something like this. They had no record of him yelling at her or putting paws on her. It's mind-blowing. And just to see him standing in the courtyard, in the court, and he just seems so dainty a little bit,
I agree
and
with
then
you.
you hear him on a phone call, and he still seemed kind of, he seemed very soft and just, I can't believe I did this. And
right.
It's like, what the fuck is going
Gossip
on?
Girl, and Gossip Girl, if I may, as an educator on the university level, share something with you. Sometimes you have students who are in the public school system who go through the system and are really special ed kids or children who never get diagnosed. So you can be seeing a guy and saying, oh, he looked good to me, or I want to get with him, and you don't even know he's slow. He's not able to critically think. He's not able to function day to day. But because society doesn't push education as much as it used to, as long as you cute with a weave and your lashes, and he got some bling and some tennis shoes, you think that that's plausible. It's not plausible. So you're connecting yourself with people that have no ambition, no goals, because it's a cute thing. And that's what Holly Weird has done. It has allowed us to move away from basic value systems and try to go with the herd. So everybody wear weave, we all wear weave. Everybody have lashes, we all got to wear lashes.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
We all got to
I'm sorry to cut you off. I understand what you're saying about Holly Weird, but for me, my personal opinion, this doesn't connect to Holly Weird. We have this girl here. She has, she don't seem like she's wearing no wigs or no lashes. Don't look like she's into that. She work in the medical field. She ain't trying to be no hot mama. And she was standing with her, I guess her mom and I'm not understanding. Why didn't she choose a better man, versus a man that was unemployed and he ain't do nothing?
Gossip Girl, you came right back to what I was saying. We have to distinguish what level or what category we going after. And my point was, and I stand to be corrected, you're absolutely right. She doesn't fit into that description that I indicated, but the value systems that we have right now can make us be at a certain level. And because society says everything is okay and it's copacetic, we tend to lower the standards. So I will come with it from that angle. The standards of society has allowed us to lower it based on the massive behavior.
Okay. And what do you think the dynamic between him and his mom? He said the first thing he did before he called 911 was call his mama.
Gossip Girl, I would hate to make an assumption, but I would assume that relationship may have been fractured. And if he did have a good relationship with her, which I try, and I know many mothers try, sometimes your children will come and feel that openness to share with you. But the reporter also indicated that he was closest with the lovely lady, God bless her soul, and the mother. And you also have to understand too, Gossip Girl, sometimes when you meet people, they are a chameleon. They withdraw from showing who they really are, and they become very introverted. So again, I go back to the same thing. Ask the right questions. Investigate their background. Get to know who their father is, who their mother is, where they come from. Because
my question would be, why did he really take her out of here? All the stuff that they gave to me was bull crap, and I ain't believing none of it.
Gossip Girl, you know what I want to also tell your platform? We are in a society right now too where your mate can jealous you and prevent and to be very jealous and prevent you from escalating. Here you have a person who may not have had skills, who may not have been college oriented, who may not even have the capacity. A beautiful woman, educated, as you indicated so eloquently, in medical school. They're his children, but he's not her. Before we would think that the only people that could be jealous of us is women. Your mate can be jealous of you and prevent you from getting to the next level. And you said it best when you said, don't give your heart away. Keep them guessing. It's a terrible thing to say because you would hope that being in a relationship, it could be reciprocated. But in these times, somebody can like you today and tomorrow they act like they don't know you.
That is true.
So you have to be very careful. In other words, Gossip Girl, you have to vet them. What I suggest to young women, talk to 6 of them. I'm not telling you to be active, but build friendships with 6. Trust me, in 3 weeks, 2 gonna fall off. Then you take a closer look at the 4. Before you know it, 1 is gonna fall off. Protect yourself. You don't have to be active. And then eventually, the 2 that remain, continue the relationship, continue the friendship, and wait until you feel comfortable. You have to investigate them. And for God's sake, you don't want to start having children. So if I said anything in conclusion, whether you 19, whether you 14, whether you 50 and 60, take your time connecting and love yourself more than anybody ever can love you. I appreciate your platform, and I'm going to let other people have an opportunity. You keep up the great work, and God bless you.
I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, so we got some callers. Please call in. Shout out to I Smoke Hip Hop Live. You know, they got a YouTube and a chat. Go support when you can, but don't go right now. Shit. You know what I mean? Feel free to call in, y'all. Call in. All right, so we got a caller from 561. You're live on the air, 561.
Is it me?
Yes, it is. How you doing?
Oh my gosh. Hi, Gigi. Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm sorry. Okay.
Go ahead. You got this.
Okay, so I understand what the other caller was saying, but I don't like how we like to make excuses for these men, especially because as Black women, we have all the information that we need right now. Like, they're putting us under the earth, under 6 feet under, like every 5 hours. We're getting DV 3 times more than any other group of women, and still, the reason why I believe that he did this is because they were having problems over money. She was probably upset that he wasn't working, and when you ask these other men to work, oh, they just get to shooting, and they're just so violent. There was other stories about how these other men, these Black men, were actually declining their girlfriends, setting them on fire with their children still inside, their unborn children, setting them on fire along with their pregnant girlfriend. I'm all over. Oh my God, let me just cut my thoughts. Sorry. But there was a story about how this man set his pregnant girlfriend on fire because they had issues. The reason why I believe that they don't have these things on hand or on record is because they don't report. They're afraid to go to the police. Black women are afraid. They want to protect Black men, and they want to do all these things. Oh, police is going to harm them and do anything. Stop protecting these men. They don't protect you. Stop protecting these men. And I believe that he called them on because, if we're being honest, a lot of these mothers have this ancestral relationship with their sons. So if she had the chance, she probably would have did something for him to help him not get charged the amount of time that she probably would have hid the body. If
Can I say something?
But,
you absolutely
yes,
right.
go ahead.
And I want to say something on that. Now, you notice this. He called the mom. After he got finished talking to the mom, Day, did he call the police with the truth, or did he lie?
No, he lied.
So what did the mom tell him to do to the police?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
She told him to lie. That's the whole thing. She talked to him and was like, well, damn, you need to call the police because it looked bad. Your ass lied, said it was a mistake. That's all her. That's all her. That's why he called the police, crying and doing everything else. If the mom would have told him to leave that house right now, that's what he would have did. He listened to her.
Yes.
That's all her talking. That's what I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if the mom would have said, when you call the police, tell them the truth. Just be honest. I think he would have been more honest about it. He called the mom for guidance in this situation because he knew that he can count on her. Just like this Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Tim knows he can count on his mama. His mama going to ride and have his back no matter what.
Mm-hmm. And we have to stop giving excuses to them. These are grown-ass men. They know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they got going on. And I feel so sorry for her because these are these Black men's preferences. They're doing it to every woman. It's not just us anymore. They're wrecking other communities. And I just wish that Black women would just wake up and understand and smell the coffee that you need to leave them alone. There's no vetting them. They have patterns of doing the same thing over and over again. It's so sad seeing all these stories. It's the same problem, the same thing. It's really sad because this doesn't get enough recognition, right?
Well,
but
can
these
you
same
talk
women,
to some of these sisters? Let's role play. I'm gonna be the girl that's down for her man, no matter what. Talk some sense into me. Talk some sense into me, damn it.
I can only give you facts and tell you what I believe.
First
but I'm
of
not
all,
gonna force
excuse
myself.
me, do you have a man? See, you
No,
don't
ma'am,
even
I don't
have a man, so you can't tell me shit about mine. First of all, let's get that straight. 2, you just jealous. You jealous because a Black man loves me. You don't got no man. You sitting at home trying to figure out what my man doing. That's your problem. Y'all need to mind your business. We don't know what's going on. We don't know. We only hear one side. Because men don't even talk what's going on. Because, you know, they're just not about all mouthy and stuff. So we don't know. Y'all just taking one side and just running with it.
Okay. Shout out to all the numerous of women who said the same thing and they're no longer here with us.
Oh, my God. Men, you know what? These women take out men, too. Y'all always want to be one-sided. Did you hear about that woman? Did y'all comment in the comment section? Did y'all hear about that woman that ran over this man, trying to run over her boyfriend because she caught him texting her sister or something? Yeah. See, these women be on that shit too. So y'all can't just keep it on one side talking about the man. You're going to have to come harder than that, boo.
Okay. Well, I choose not to be around men who personally SA their counterpart over 60% of the time before they reach 18. So I choose not to protect predators and other people in the family. These same women coddle these men, have these men in their basements, in their rooms until they're 52. These men don't even marry you. You're a baby mama to men who don't even build infrastructure or protect you. They complain about everything, but want everything given to them. Everything is the white man's fault. But if you really think about it, they're the most protected class of man in society. So I really wish that y'all would just stop with this narrative that they're victims and they're just being hunted down, because that's not the truth. They're hurting you more. They're harming you more. And it's sad. It's this sadistic relationship that black women have with wanting a black family and passing on a skin tone I just will never understand. And honestly, you can vet the most best of them.
So you don't get it. So you probably want to get with a white man. Yeah, you probably a traitor to your race. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my black code, baby. I love everything black about me. To the skin, to my hair. And I love black men. I'll never give up on a black man. I know that must make you mad that I love my black man.
No, because black men have never liked you and they never chose you. I mean, look at all the patterns now. They're breeding themselves out with other races of women. And if they loved you so much, why don't they value you in your own continent? Why isn't your continent controlled by your people? Even if it is,
my
they
continent,
sell out
you
to
talking
other
about
races
America?
of people.
This is the
I'm talking about
man,
your
boo.
continent of motherland, the motherland, Africa.
You talking about Africa? What about Africa? What about Africa?
I'm saying that other races of men are taking over your continent, which your men fail to protect.
Other races of men are taking
your
who?
Yes.
Who doing that?
Taking over. They're taking over.
And you know why they want to take over the black man? Because the black man is the strongest man, boo. Okay, the black man is the king. And they don't want him to succeed. And that's why it's very important for black women to support and get behind our black man so we can rise up again, honey.
No, Gigi,
and we can't do it if we divide it. You always trying to divide the black community. We supposed to be on black code.
You've been standing by your man since the 60s. And what has come of it? Every other race of people see your value and they put you above your own men. Why? There's a reason. Why are you such an educated woman? You're the most educated woman, but you continue to make the same mistakes as your ancestors. And I know they're like, oh, she likes what? No. If you want to, I'm not a divester. I'm not whatever the hell y'all talking about, okay?
Okay, let's stop. Okay, weird. You guys, we just want to let you know we role playing. I'm role playing. You know what I mean? Where Tammy at? Because usually Tammy in the comment section, my moderators usually will put in the thing, I'm role playing, so people won't think I'm serious. You know, we was just role playing. But how was that role play for you?
It was great. Thank you so much, Gigi. I appreciate you so much. And thank you for bringing along these stories.
I appreciate it. Please call back, and I apologize if I caught you off guard with the role play. All right, let's go on to the next caller. Calling from 412, you're live on the air.
Hi, Gossip Girl. I love your energy. I love your show. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are so welcome. I want to say this guy, one of the root of the problem, well, the problem with him was I feel like he felt disgusted within himself because he's sorry sitting at home with the kids. She out working hard, you know. And then I think maybe also he was overlooked and he's high function and special needs. Because I'm looking at this picture and everybody's smiling for the exception for the little girl. But he looking off like he dazing or something.
Yeah, like he's thinking
Like,
about
what's wrong
something.
with this?
And it's the best picture
Yeah.
they got.
And then they said at the family functions, they would always try to make him feel welcome, but he was always standoffish. I think that he didn't want to engage with them because they would have, like, probably figured him out at some point during one of them functions. So he just stayed his crazy behind off to the side by a tree or whatever, wherever he was.
For what?
Well, you figure he's there with her. He's trying to, they'll probably, you know, when you're at family functions, people try to get to know you, you know, and if he would have engaged with them, they would have probably saw this dude is a little off, you know? And I guess he might not have wanted them to see that. So he stayed off in the distance, being a little quiet and stuff. He ain't want them to know who he was. And I feel like this too, like, we need to date more. We need to date more. And it doesn't mean you have to sleep with somebody, but go out on dates like the first caller said. Go out on as many dates and see if y'all got the same values, you know? And if you happen to go out on a date with that person again, revisit that in a couple more months. Be around their family. Get the scoop. Because eventually, you're going to find some stuff out, and it might make you turn around and not want to be with that person. It might save you from a long, you know, life of heartache. And I also want to say, too, it's sad that sometimes dads leave, and usually mom is left there holding the ball. But I feel like a lot of these moms that have sons like these, they coddle these sons. They condone their craziness. And they out running behind some other guy, or they just too lazy to help their son grow up. You can't help a man be a man, but you can instill some good qualities in him. I know I have my son, you know, but it's sad. A lot of these mothers have dropped the ball, and because they dropped the ball, you got a lot of women out here with messed up households.
Okay, can I cut
sorry.
you off? All right, let's go back to raising these men. Now, why can't they teach them to be responsible and have accountable and teach them discipline? A woman cannot teach a man discipline or to be responsible or be accountable for their own wrongdoing.
I think they can. I taught my son.
They can.
He's a wonderful
But the thing
man.
is, they won't.
Yeah.
And why don't they
And that's what
won't?
I'm saying, though. They sorry. They too busy. Look, a lot of them is too busy running after some other man. Too busy sitting up in bars with the young crowd. Too busy doing other things besides helping that child that they had in their womb for 9 months. They too busy. They done gave up on that child because the man done gave up on them. You can't give up on that child because that man done gave up on you. Can't do that. You can't walk away. Because then you'll have a bunch of men out here like him running around, well, which we do, you know. I'm sorry, but these, look, at the end of the day, it's mama's baby. No matter what, if that man walk away, still be a mother to your child. It's your duty. Or she's going to have a whole bunch of men out here, like Tupac said, that'll hate the ladies. And this generation now is crazy.
You
like,
want to role? I'm feeling like a role play. You want to role play?
I was hoping you did that with me.
Okay, I'll leave it alone, girl. I want you to get scared. But no, the reason why I say it because I really want you to help these moms. So I was going to pretend to be a mom that loved my son, and I want to know what you're going to say.
That love your son. Well, if you love your son, this shit. Oh, well, you know what?
Now
you're
talk
gonna have
to
to
me.
call him out.
I got 3 boys.
Okay.
And I love all of them. And I'm riding for mine.
Okay.
I'm riding for mine.
You can ride.
These fast-ass girls is something else. They always trying to lie on my boys and set them up. And I don't care what these girls say. I'm riding for my sons. Because I love my kids.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. You ride for your son and condone his wrongness. That could come back on you as well. Because I done seen mothers where they riding for their sons. And
How
oh,
you
that
know
girl,
my
she ain't
son
this
is
and
doing
she ain't
wrong?
that.
See, you say he's wrong because he's a black man in America. And that's all you see is a black man, and you automatically assume he wrong. But you ain't tell me what he did was wrong. I'm a protector.
No.
I'm going to protect my kids. I'm not
But
going to
you
allow
could
the
protect.
government or the world to destroy them. Because ain't nobody going to be here but mama. They know they can always count on me. I don't care what's going on. I'm always going to be.
Yeah, you could protect your child, your children, but when they in the care of the state, you ain't going to be able to protect them. Because when you know in your heart of hearts, when your child was doing wrong,
What they
you
do
did not
wrong?
reprimand
But that's
him
the thing.
or
Tell me
correct
what my
him.
son is doing wrong.
I said when.
Okay, why are you even saying that negative stuff? That's of the devil. I'm not going to put that on my son and say
We all
when they
fall
do
short.
wrong. No, that's negative.
We all fall short. Nobody's perfect.
I
We all fall
understand
short
that, but you're
at some
talking
point.
about my kids. And you're talking about when they do wrong, when they get in the court system. Why would you even put that out there?
Okay, so let's take the court system out of it. Nobody on this earth is perfect. Everybody falls down every once in a while or just
That's
some
fine,
point in their
but
life.
it has nothing to do with going to prison.
Okay, so maybe they might not go to prison. But at some point, people just fall short. And when they do, you have to be there. You have to be there and let them know, like give them some positive input. You can't sit up there and allow them to be a certain way. You just can't.
Certain way like what? You talking all these subliminals and vague, but you're not talking about nothing. Now, when you come to me about my kids, you lay it on the line. What you got a problem with me and how I raise my kids, and we address it at that. But other than this, all you're doing is just rambling about nothing. I'm not getting it.
Well, ma'am, you have a nice, blessed day.
Okay, let's stop the role play. Okay? I apologize, okay? But I love you and I appreciate you for participating, you know. But how was that
so
for
welcome.
you? How was it for you?
You know what? There's people. You are so right on the nose. Like there's people out there that are like that think like that. You know, that think just like that. When you was talking to the other caller, I was like, wow, there's a lot of women that think like that. Yep. A lot of them.
Because when you're talking
nothing.
to these moms, you know, black kids, sometimes you're going to have to come really hard with facts so you can get them to understand. You're going to have to crack that head. Because if you don't, they already offended. When you bring up the topic, they already offended. They already feel uncomfortable, and they're already in protective mode.
And it's sad because it's probably because of the way they grew up. They are thinking in that mode. So therefore, they're ready to ride or die, protect their kid at all costs. I mean, like all moms, we're all ready to protect our kids and stuff. But I know, like for me personally, I'm not going to sit up here and ride or die for my son, and he's wrong. And he's been wrong plenty of times, and I just got to give it to him raw. Like I'm not going to sit up here and tell you, oh, you right, and make you comfortable, and because I love you. No, I'm telling you the truth because I love you. I'm telling you the truth. You know what I'm saying? I want my son to be. So far, he's been good because I tell it to him raw. And he reads a whole lot, and I'm so grateful for that. It's
That's
just,
good.
I look at a lot of, like my son, he just bought a house, right? He just bought a house.
Congratulations.
And he's like, Mom, you know, oh, thank you. And he, right next door to me, actually. And it's like, he's like, Mom, you know, I'm working hard to get this money and stuff, and I got problems and this and that. I said, son, guess what? We could be talking on the phone, and you can hear, you have 5 minutes, okay, a jail call. Son, you're not in that position. We could be sitting here talking on the phone and be like, Mom, you got to get that money ready for court. We're not in that position. So what? You don't have all the money right now, but you're working towards it. You're doing a whole lot better than a whole lot of these other guys coming in and out of jail, which were some of his friends. And I got him the hell away from them. Kids grow up, and they do things, and he know how I am. He got the hell up out of there. I said, okay, you sit back. This situation's going to happen, and it's going to make you open your eyes. Yep, I never gave up on my son. He was never a bad kid, but you know, kids, they hang around certain kids. You can't be with them all the time outside, and they could get into certain things. But I just kept on talking to him. Yep. This world is crazy.
Yeah, but I appreciate you calling. Please call again. All right, we're going to let you go. Calling from 443. You're live on the air. Talk to me.
Hey, Gigi, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I've called in a few times, but when I heard this story, I wanted to call in when I heard a few of the callers call and speak on it.
Go ahead, speak on it.
So just a few things that I did hear from a few of the callers. So just to make one thing clear, there's a difference between making excuses and just setting an explanation. I think when the first caller called in, she was telling an explanation for why someone could do something like this. So an excuse is different from an explanation. When we're giving an explanation, we're trying to give the facts and tell why something laid out or why something led to being something. An excuse is designed to push the fault onto someone else. So the explanation for why men would do something like this is that, yes, there are men out here who lay under the radar, get passed through the school system, family doesn't care, and they do lead babies, crack babies, bipolar disorder, schizoaffective, and they get in these relationships with women who aren't taught to ask the right questions, who aren't taught to ask, what's your relationship with your mother? What's your relationship with your caregivers? How did your caregivers manage stress or conflict? And so when they don't ask these questions, they do go by physical appearance, we vibe, and they get in these relationships, and then maybe slowly but surely, these men start to do things that they don't feel comfortable with them doing, or they're even normalizing because they've seen it. They've seen their mothers deal with these type of things, or they've seen their mother deal with things that haven't been as intense, so they then minimize what this person is doing. And then it starts to snowball. It's embarrassment. You don't tell anybody what's happening. You may be fearful to tell someone what's happening. And then you have a situation like what we see in the story you just reported.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Keep going.
And
you
so
go ahead.
I was going to say too, and once again, definitely this sister was a victim in this situation, and so never victim shaming, but something we also do have to look into and explore is what core beliefs were placed in this woman for her to believe that this relationship was a relationship she should procreate in. This man didn't have a job. This man obviously was an abuser. He even reported they had been fighting while she was pregnant. What led to her feeling like this was the most she deserved? This man was the most she deserved when the reporter said she came from a family who loved out loud.
Can I say something?
Something had to... Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe do you think she fantasized about black men? She just wanted a King Kong. I mean, I don't know. That's the only thing I can make it make sense. Because you know these people fetishize black people. You know, they fetishize especially black men.
Mm-hmm.
Could that be possible?
Well, I think in this situation, by looking at him, I don't think that was possible. I think what maybe she
now, you know they don't care how they look as
man.
long as they black. Shit. It's just like black men that fetishize white women. They may be non-attractive white women. They don't care. It's all about the skin color.
Mm-hmm. And you know that possibly could be an explanation, but given that only thing he brought was the skin color to the table, I think that even speaks to, even if you did just say I wanted the King Kong black penis, you didn't want something better, a man who had a black penis but had a job, a man who had a black penis but
that was too damn hard to get. She needed an easy one.
Right. So I think then we fall back to what core beliefs led to her saying, I'll just take any black King Kong. I don't care if he ain't got a job. I don't care if he's abusive. And so I see her family And her brother spoke out in the courtroom, and I agree with that one caller who mentioned the reason why he was so quiet and so laid back, because people who aren't right in the mind, they are completely going to know that something isn't right with them. And that's why they are quiet, because if you have them, you ask them a few questions, you get them to talking, you'll start to think like, well, wait, that sounds kind of crazy. Like, what did he just say? So that is why I think he fell back at the family get-togethers and he didn't say much, because if he did, he may not even have the education or even the capacity to hold an adult conversation. So because he didn't, and because he didn't have conversations, so the family did not see the signs, or maybe they weren't just aware. The signs were there, and they just weren't looking at them.
Yeah, it seemed like they may have a different culture. So maybe different cultures, they're looking at different things. As long as she's happy. And was she covering up for his ass? It seemed like maybe she was covering up for him.
Absolutely. I definitely agree she was covering up for him, because the fact that him shooting her wasn't the first time something of violence happened between them. I do think she was covering up, and it could have been first because of embarrassment, then because of trying to protect his image, not wanting family members to step in. But yeah, I definitely believe she was protecting him.
And they was all staying in one room, the kids included.
Yeah, so even the circumstances let us know that there was something was not right with the relationship, with the dynamic. There were signs showing that something wasn't right. Although I am happy that this family had the courage to speak out to make people aware. Right. I think if we look at the core of this situation, the dynamic was not okay. And sometimes moms don't want to push too hard, but I do believe the family saw certain things that just were not right. Why is she working and he's staying home? He's not bringing anything to the table. No one mentioned he was a loving, caring father who was present and fulfilling his duties as a man, even if he wasn't working, because everything isn't financial. But they never mentioned that, just that he was nice and quiet. Seemed like that was the main thing they took.
Why was he even there? Did he even want to be in a relationship?
I think a lot of times, although people may lack, cognitive ability, he saw it not, and once again, no offense to the young lady or her family, but I think he saw a sucker and he licked it. So he saw opportunity for me to be taken care of, don't got to do much, get some meow, meow. I know we watch what we say on this channel. Mm-hmm. Get some meow, meow when I want. Talk to her how I want. She's going to still buy me what I want. I'm still, That's exactly. Real Housewives of wherever they're from. Exactly.
He wanted to be a damn housewife. That's what it was. He wanted to be a damn housewife.
He wanted to be a housewife.
And what was she saying? You need to get your ass a job. You need to be better. I'm tired of taking care of your ass all the time. And what he wasn't having.
That is what happened.
And that's why he kept on getting her ass pregnant, huh?
And that's what they do. And the young ladies don't see this sometimes. They think that, he must be choosing me because he's continuously getting me pregnant. No, he wants to make sure that you can't find no one else. So now you feel stuck with him.
Because he sure didn't propose to her, now did he?
No. And they won't do that. They won't. And so for any young lady out there who thinks that if I just have one more kid or one more baby, or nope, he's not. He's not going to make that type of legal commitment. But he'll definitely give you a baby and then try to run out on child support. I was totally disheartened when I heard that. That was the main thing he said he was afraid of, is being charged child support when you don't have a job. The most they're going to even make you pay is maybe $1. There's some men on child support paying $1 a week.
Now, do you think that was a lie that he said?
Honestly, Gigi, I work in the mental health field. I don't. There are some people who are so low in how they think and how their brain works. I really do think that child support put that type of fear in him, that he had no ability to process and to fully think, and that because I'm going to be charged a certain amount of money, this is so fearful to me that this is the only out I see, because I don't have the cognitive thinking skills. And once again, to clarify, not an excuse, this is an explanation, and hopefully make people aware of just how low some people are and how they're able to process something that he thought killing her was the best option. He didn't think about, well, after I kill her, what am I going to do? They're going to know it was me. They're going to eventually figure it out. I don't have the capability to take all the DNA away. Don't even think that far. Just know that you're threatening my finances, which I don't have because he wasn't working. I have to take you out. Not even thinking of, well, what happens next?
That's wild.
Yes,
That is wild.
absolutely.
He didn't. He didn't think to call his mama before he did that, or I guess he just reacted. He was in the heat of the moment.
That part right there. And people, and that's another thing too, they don't know the impact of this lead. These kids are lead in their system, crack in their system. It was just in the moment. And then after that automatic reaction to a temporary feeling, which was the anger he had in that moment, then he thought, let me call mommy. Let me call mommy because she can fix this. No, she can't fix this.
That's wild.
You can tell something's wrong with him because even when he's getting sentenced, you're hearing a judge tell you you're about to do 50 years in jail. That doesn't spark any emotion in you. That doesn't scare you. That doesn't make you cry. That doesn't put fear in you.
You're not going to see your
He had no
kids.
emotion. Right. He didn't know, he wasn't crying. He didn't look angry. He looked like something was wrong with him, and something was.
Well, what do you say?
What do you say? That's a good question. You have to, and definitely can't fix the community overnight, and this is going to continue to happen until we get to the root of the cause, which will take more than just a conversation. But I heard a few callers say, date a lot or ask the questions. These young ladies don't know the questions. They don't know the questions. You can say ask the questions, but they don't know what questions to ask. They may think, do you know your mom? How is your relationship?
You want to role play? Ask me the right question.
You need to get everybody tonight with that.
You want to role play? Come on, because you know the question.
Okay.
Okay.
I got a few questions. Okay,
all right, I'm going.
Okay.
Come on with it. What's up? I'm right.
You gonna be the guy, GG?
Yeah, come on. What's up, baby?
Okay.
I seen you. You look so good. Can I get your name and number?
Okay. Well, first of all, before let's say I give the name and number. Now I'm asking him. What was the most valuable thing your father taught you?
To respect a woman.
Oh, how did he teach you that?
Just seeing how he respect my mom, set the president, and I see a goddess when I see one, and you a goddess, and it'd be my pleasure to take you out sometime. I want to show you something you ain't never seen before.
Okay, well, thank you for the offer. What were some things specifically that your father did that showed your mom respect?
Well, I've always seen him, open the doors for her, make sure, the bills paid and everything. And, just being a good provider, not cussing around or disrespecting her or, just always, just being A1, making her feel like the queen she is. Just like I want to treat you, I want you to feel like a queen. You deserve that. You deserve that, right?
Right. And then at that point, I let him know I already feel like a queen, so I really don't need you to contribute to that. But thank you. And then you want to ask the man then, okay, how did your mother and father manage conflict? So how did they handle disagreements?
Well, the honesty, I never seen them argue. They never believed in arguing in front of their kids.
Okay. So he could have been punching her in the head in the bedroom.
I wouldn't have never known. My parents feel like a kid places to be a kid, not to be in grown-up business. I've never witnessed that, sweetheart. So I can't tell you that.
Okay. Got you. So what I'm also hearing then is that since they thought a kid's place was not to be in grown-ups business, were you able to express how you felt in your home as a child?
You know, sometimes I
So to just be
was,
seen.
sometimes I didn't, you know, because like you said, they don't believe it, you know, a child should be back talking and stuff. I was, you know, real strict.
Okay. Have you ever physically hit a woman before?
No, I have not, and I would never.
Oh. Okay. Got you. And so, how's your relationship today with your mom and dad?
Oh, we have great times. We have traditions that we do every year, and the love is real.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, and so then what I would suggest, if that lady is comfortable with how he's been speaking, you can exchange a phone number if you like. However, exchanging a number doesn't mean a booty call tomorrow night. Exchanging a number doesn't mean
disrespect you like that. I'm not even on that time. You know, we got all years for that. I'm trying to have you in my life for a lifetime, not for a minute, not for a second. You know, it's my pleasure to even meet you, to see you. You know,
and what was
I'm
the longest
so
relationship?
Thankful. God have really made this by design. You understand? I believe that God moves everything.
All right, amen to that. Absolutely. Won't he do it? Yes,
Won't
he
he
will.
do it? Okay, how was that? How I do, y'all? How I do?
That was good. That was good. You did good, Gigi. You did good. But the ladies, then that doesn't mean it's because he's saying all the right things. Like, okay, he passed all these questions.
Yeah,
Let me check
you know
them off my list.
Look, I lied.
Right, absolutely. And that's the thing. Ladies gotta remember, a lie don't care who tell it. So that is something. But I'm glad you spoke on this story tonight, because this was definitely disheartening and it was a sad story. But people do need to hear about these situations and talk about them, because the way they act, the way that relationship ran before he took her life, I'm sure a lot of people are going through it and normalizing arguing and cussing and fussing and not calling the police and not wanting the police involved or family involved. But this is not normal. Ladies, you deserve better. And men who deal with this, you deserve better, but you have to know you do. Because the only reason anyone stays in a situation that is abusive or toxic is because that situation does give them something. It gives them something they lack within themselves. And that's why a lot of people don't leave, because they feel that if I leave this situation, I'm going to be losing whatever it's giving to me. So although it's bad, whatever is given to me is worth more than what I'll lose if I leave. But you have to fulfill yourself so you do not be in situations that do not serve you.
All right, you said right. Well, I appreciate you for calling and dropping them gems. Please call back.
I will.
All right, let's go on to the next caller. Please like this video, y'all. We begging for likes. Calling from 347. You're live on the air, 347.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How you doing?
Girl, you can't believe how long I've been waiting to talk to you. I bumped into you in this channel a couple of months ago. And I said, honey, if this lady don't say a mouthful, I don't know who do.
I'm sorry. I talk too much. You're right. I do talk a lot. I apologize.
No, you don't. We're going to talk about it. And let me tell you, you can role play with me all you want to, because I'm going to rock and roll with you. Let's do it.
Hey. Okay.
Let's do it.
Tell me your thoughts about this first. What's your thoughts about?
But let me tell you something.
You want to go with Tim, or you want to go? Okay.
Let me do this real quick, because I don't want to be long in the tooth, right? I'm a black woman. That is true. I am 49 years old. I have one daughter that's 18 years old, right? So I've lived a little. I've been around the block. I ain't no spring chicken. When it comes to black culture and black men and outside the culture and raising and mama's boys, it is such a multifaceted culture that's very complicated. And the best thing you can do, which, because even you talking about you were doing a role playing with the son, and I get it out the mud with my son, and I'm a protective mom. And listen, everybody's protective. I don't want nobody effing with my cub, right? But this is my thing. Let's start with children, boys, right? Father's not in the home. You're loving your kids, you're loving your sons, these mama's boys. The father leaves, father passed away. The mothers that made the child a husband. So now you can't even do nothing with the man, the boy, because he's busy catering a mama. Don't know how to function in a relationship. Then you got these women that are raising these sons and say, oh, my son is this, my son is that, my son is this. But guess what? You can't even ask your son to take the garbage out. You ain't taught your son to wash a dish, barely wash his ASS, can't wash his clothes, put he out the door every day. Is he going to school every day? Is he coming home? Can he take the trash out? Can he bring you a glass of water? Can he do those things? No. But this my son. Don't talk about my son and my son and me and my son and my kids.
You want me to jump in and role play and be the opposite?
Jump in.
Okay, well, let me tell you something. We know my day.
Talk about it.
Men didn't have to do all that, clean the dish and do all this stuff. The women is felling these men. So you can't talk about my son. My son is a real man. How about that? He's not out here doing, whatever y'all think. He's a man, and that's all I care about. So for whatever you're saying,
go run into somebody else. If you raise your son and he's mighty and he's doing this, that, and the other from A to Z, then he's not going to go out in the street and pick up no trash, right? Because I have a daughter that's myself. My daughter's 18 years old. I raised my daughter from a baby. You know what I tell my daughter at 18 to this day? She is nobody's humping board. Understand? She ain't the round-the-way girl. She's not going to the everyday Chick-fil-A. Not my daughter. My daughter is educated, respectful, and I'm not turning a product out into society that she's going to track that. And my thing, again, with the sons that you have, they're raising these kids, putting them out there, can't do the things I just mentioned, and then you turn these people out to society for these young girls to raise because you couldn't do nothing with them, right? You couldn't do nothing with them. If he was taking the trash out for you, and he wasn't going to school for you, and he wasn't working and bringing in money for himself, what these young girls going to do with these boys? Nothing. Nothing. Because you can't do nothing with them. Because the mama couldn't do nothing with them. But I tell you what, with my daughter, honey, keep him moving. Keep him moving. Not here, ma'am. No, ma'am. They turn these kids out to society not capable with skills, coping skills, relationship skills, financial skills. There's nothing. And don't even get me started on dating outside the race. These women, white, black, pick up these black men not working just because they got to have a man, honey. I know so many people that in my own circle, they don't care about nothing else. But you know what? I got my man. I know people that I met younger days. I'm in my 20s. Oh, my husband. They want to get in a circle. Oh, and my husband. Your husband ain't worth shit. Never was. Don't work. Can't pay the mortgage.
See,
that's
lost
the
your
problem.
House. The
lost your
disrespect
car.
of the black
Can't help
man.
you rear your kids.
The
But you know what they like?
disrespect
Oh, my husband.
Okay, time out. Because this the thing. You running all your mouth. And if you just do your role, you don't have to be up front. And I see you in the comments, Jennifer, talk about my daughter's not taking care of your son. Well, what's her purpose? What is her purpose? It's to support a man.
Let me tell you what my daughter's role is. My daughter's role, just like my role, is to make sure you're educated, make sure that you take care of yourself, mind, body, and spirit. Make sure you have your own income, that you can bring something to the table. And guess what? And when we create the table, you don't ever pick a man that can't bring his portion to the table either. Because my child, like me, I'm not bringing the table, the chairs, and the dinner. Not going to happen. If you want to talk to me or come across my door, it's a process. It's a process. And you can talk many tears about your mother was good, your father was good, everybody was good, I love women, I don't disrespect nobody. Okay, and the only way you're going to know that is you're going to have to talk to them and date them. And I'm going to tell you this, you got 2 dates. By the time you roll around to that 3rd date, you know what you got. You know what you got. Because it don't get no better than dating. That's the best of the relationship is when you're dating. What you see in them first 2 or 3 dates, you know what you have. It ain't no pulling no wool over your eyes. You see, he didn't open that door the first time. Oh, he didn't pick up that check initially. He looked at me to pick up that check. He didn't close that door, really. Oh, he was on that cell phone all the time. Oh, mama called again, and his sister called again, and you got how many kids? You know what it is. And these guys is not hiding. It's women, you got to decide. Calm your puss, right? It's all that D you think you're missing. You ain't missing nothing. You're dodging a bullet. Trust.
Well, are you happy now?
You're dodging a bullet. Go ahead, speak on it.
No, I'm just listening to you, go on about you and your daughters, and I hope that she find a really good husband, a good black husband that's going,
And guess what? And if she doesn't,
well, that's a shame.
it's okay.
That's a
If
shame.
she doesn't,
That is not okay.
If she doesn't, it's okay. No. Because what's the alternative? For her to pick up somebody with 5 baby mamas, not uneducated and can't work, but she got a husband? No, you convince me with that. Convince me with that. I live on my own. I'm 49 years old. I haven't lived with me. You know what? Because I have zero time. I don't want to hear about the mama, the baby mama. I'm sorry?
You want her to just like Kevin Samuel said, you just want her to be alone?
Oh, no, absolutely. I want her to find a partner that's equally yoked. I want somebody that's going to love and respect my child, because that's a product I turned out to society. And even if I didn't, even if it's a person that's not the quality as my kid, no one should be killed because they participate in a relationship that wasn't healthy.
No,
you understand what I'm trying to say?
I'm not for the can. I'm not for the can. That's ridiculous.
Go ahead, say it again.
I said I'm not for the can. That's ridiculous. That's really ridiculous.
For what? I don't understand.
Oh no, you said the can. Okay, let's stop role playing. Okay, I don't say the K word. That's why I just say the can, girl.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. I got you. But
yeah,
no, everybody wants somebody. Everybody wants somebody. It's okay to want somebody.
Okay, time
Nobody
out.
wants to be lonely.
Lisa, you know when I'm talking like that, I'm role playing. God damn it. Now, Lisa, you know how I talk. You know how I feel and stuff. I was just role playing shit.
Yeah.
But you got this, girl. We can stop role playing. You got it. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But your show is so good. I get a kick out of it.
Tim, what were your thoughts about Tim?
Listen, Miss Ruby was next. How about that? She was next. Little do she know. And she probably do know. She was next. And you know what? She knew what he was a long time ago. She knew what he was. And I get tired, and it brings tears to my eyes when you see people with these men and you know what they are. You knew what he was. It's what you're gonna do now. It's what you're gonna do now. That boy was hateful from who knows when. She got the show. He was in jail when he was in jail when she got the damn show. And he coming out of prison acting a fool and talking crazy and looking crazy. She know what that boy was. That woman who dated him, had them children with him, she knew what he was too. That one from basketball, they all knew what he was. This was a wannabe hustler, uneducated, living off mama, thinking that the almighty dollar going to make him happier and better and more attractive and appealing, chasing that money and that green. And look where he got him. You took this man, turned around and did that to his flesh and blood, his nephew. That boy didn't do nothing but love his mama. I watched that show, and she loved him. And that's the source of contention, because that nephew was everything that he ain't. But Miss Ruby know what he was, and she ain't surprised. I hope she knows she was next, though. How about that? So go visit him in jail, sweetheart. And you know what? And I feel for her. The heartbreak that this man brought to her front door and bringing all this tragedy on her show into her life. But she knew what he was. And that's the thing with mothers, black, white, indifferent. You know your damn kids. You know them. From the time if that baby crying for milk in the nursery, that's going to be the child that always you got to feed them. That's the one I got to eat. These children don't change.
He wasn't making enough good money on that reality show?
Listen, he's the type of person. He felt the more money, he's growing, he's going to be down, he's going to start rapping, he's going to be acting. He had all these dreams of thinking if he got the money. He was trying to rap. He was going to the studio.
No, I don't believe it. Big
mess.
Hips was trying to be a damn rapper. Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, he was not.
And then he married that girl, Janae, and they had children.
Big-ass
children
Hips was rapping in the goddamn prison to them niggas. I bet he rapping in them prison to them niggas. How about that? That's the only rapping he gonna do.
I hope he put on a pair of Skims to hold them hips in when he get there.
Talking about
But she
rapping.
knew what he was. And Miss Ruby, she was next. So good thing he locked up. We supposed to be, because she was next. Because if he would have got that money from that nephew, and that money ran out, who up next? Mama.
He just taking everybody out.
Everybody.
Do
and
he
they said
have
his father
kids?
and uncle wasn't.
Do he have kids? He got any baby mamas? What's going on with him?
He has a girl on the show. Her name was Janae, and it was a rough relationship because you just saw the immaturity in it. And Miss Ruby trying to step in and be a grandmother and a father, she constantly had to calm him down. You could tell he probably was off some meds or needed some meds.
Wow.
And that relationship, and then they had children, and the children were born with special needs.
How many kids?
Yeah, the children were born with special needs.
How many kids he got?
I know he had one, and his name was Little Tim, and I think she was pregnant when she kind of stopped filming because they had bought a house and they had separated, because you could tell he's just not rational. And he has that hustler, jail, institutional mentality.
Now, don't they say these niggas supposed to be logical? None of them are logical.
Yeah, but you know what? No. And he was in jail a long time, so he has that institutionalized attitude. He's very institutionalized. Like he's always, the wolves are always at the gate. I don't know if it was manslaughter or what the crime was, but he had been in there quite a few years. He literally had just gotten out when she got the show.
Big Hip's just been a criminal all his damn life.
All his life. And that's why I say the mama know what he was.
Hey,
and I don't want to blame her that she didn't do enough to protect that nephew, but the grandson,
y'all.
but hey.
Is it a place, like a program I can put on my phone, so if I call somebody, they call me, they can give me their full name and I can look that ass up? I mean, nowadays, you just got to do that shit. You know what I mean? Like, what is going on? Is it a program? Shit, let me know. I'm going to download that motherfucker, okay?
I
need to know who these motherfuckers is. Say that
but it's
again.
so good to talk to you. I get a kick out of you.
Mm-hmm. But do you know any programs that I can have that when I call a person, they call?
It's some apps.
Huh?
It's some apps on your phone. I think you can YouTube, like go to YouTube or go to Google and put in just what you just asked. I'm looking for apps that I can verify callers, and they'll all pop up.
Mm-hmm. Y'all need to invest in that too.
GoDaddy.
And when you're talking to these
I
men,
think GoDaddy was an app.
You said what?
I think it was an app called GoDaddy. It's kind of, I don't even know if it still exists.
That sounds like an
But that was
escort
one
app.
that you could. I thought so too, but it actually does like a reverse search from the phone number. If you give their name, it'll bring you up some history. It won't be a lot of history, but it's history.
But I won't have a name. You know, motherfuckers ain't giving out real names.
Ain't that the truth? Then should you be talking to him then?
Well, shit. You know we gonna talk. God damn.
I don't do nothing. I leave.
Well, I understand you don't do nothing, but some of us gonna talk. You know, we can't live in a fantasy like nobody gonna talk. These girls, they gonna talk now. Now, when you talk, you just want to be in a mindset of doing everything you can do to protect yourself. But I think having a name and running it, and knowing what they went to jail for, because they not going to tell you what they went to jail for. They ain't going to be honest with you. You're going to have to find that out yourself.
Yeah, but that's public record. You could put their name in and search that for any state you've been in.
But you're going to have to have their full name. These niggas ain't giving that up that easy. You going to, where your ID at? Oh, I lost it. I don't got it. Some bull crap. What you need my ID for? You trying to scam?
But what's wrong with a driver's license? We're going to date. Let me see your driver's license before I get in this car with you. What's wrong with that? Why would I get in a car with a guy I don't even know his fucking last name? You're not taking me nowhere, sir.
That's cute. Why don't people do it more often when they get it? Excuse me, sir. Let me see that driver's license real quick. I want to take a picture.
If something pop off, if something pop off, yeah. No, go ahead. What you saying?
This girl is crazy.
Then this girl ain't for you, boo. Because if you really want to take me somewhere, you can show me your license. Because when the cops pull you over, you're going to show them anyway, ain't you? Well, you can show a cop, but you can't show me. You know me. You want to know me, right? What's the big deal?
Well, why
I'll
don't
show
people
you mine.
do it more often? You don't hear people doing that on dates.
Because, again, people just don't know. They don't know what they don't know. Young girls don't know. Old women don't know. I got friends that go on dating apps. They're meeting people in the nail salon in downtown in Brooklyn at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, why? Why? People meeting people at hotel rooms and somebody in the bathroom. What are you? It's crazy. People just don't know. I'm not even blaming the young girls. I think it's all women. Either you're going to know, you're going to do what's right or you're not. You're going to act stupid or you're not. You're going to protect yourself or you're not.
Okay, and if a man asks you, can I see your ID? And take a picture of ID, would you feel uncomfortable? Comment, let us know in the comment section, y'all. You on the first date, the man said, let me see your ID, I want to take a picture of it. Well, ladies, how would you feel? Would you feel okay with it? Press 1. If you would not be okay with it, press 4.
No.
Hold on, press 1 if you're okay with it, 4 if you feel uncomfortable. Now, what are you going to say?
I'm not taking a picture of his ID, and he's not going to take a picture of mine. But within my rights, if we're talking and we're going on a date and I'm getting in the car with you, I can know your first and last name.
Okay, but you're not going to.
I can know that.
That's
not too much to ask.
Your ID?
No, but he's not going to take a picture of my ID. I can show you yours, and you can show me mine. You're not getting no picture though. And if it's too much of a protest, oh, well, I don't need to do that, then okay, then you know what, this date is over. Thank you. But guess what? He'll be back knocking on my door with his ID out to show it to me. Of course you will. Now, let's go.
Yeah, it's some real scammers. You probably think that nigga's a scammer. Tell me, so let me take a picture of your ID.
Yeah, no picture. I'll show you yours. You show me mine. I'll show you mine. Show me yours. It's all good.
But you know they can do fake IDs.
There's tons of those. Ain't that the truth?
Hell yeah. It's a whole bunch of fake IDs. You know that. Shit, I had fake IDs before I was 21. Come on now. And I'm sure they're advanced now. I used to live in L.A. I used to go down to the alley, and I get my fake IDs to go to the club. I sure did.
Well, that's a good one. I ain't never did that. I'm sure they're still available. But listen, I'm a woman of a certain age. If a grown-ass man got a fake ID, then listen, what is he tied up into that he can't even live in his own name? You're that down bad? You can't live in your own name?
How would you know it's fake unless you have one of them things? But you know what? Back in L.A., they were so good at it where they had the whole thing. They can do passports. They can do fake everything, and they put the monogram or whatever it is. That's why the government had to always keep changing it because criminals are really good at it. So you don't know if it's fake or not.
Well, I'm from New York, so yeah, I'm from New York where the law is real. So you get caught with a fake ID if you want to, but I'm sure they exist. I know New York has a lot of immigrants. They make up fake IDs all the time, so I get it.
All right, well, I appreciate
I hope the person with a fake ID remembers his name.
I appreciate you. All right, we're going to let you go. Calling from 775, you're live on the air. Hello, 775.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you right. Hold on. Yeah, you right. Howard. She did sound like Wendy Williams. Homegirl that just called in. Girl, you need to give me your number, okay? Because you did sound like Wendy Williams. You know, we need to get you to get some gossip. We can talk about some celebrity gossip, girl. I need to know who you are. Y'all sure right. That's the new Wendy Williams. But go ahead. Talk to me. I'm sorry.
You're okay, G. I wanted to say a couple of things about the topic that we're on with the black men. I wanted to address one thing to one of the callers that came and was saying that we need to watch out and we need to be careful about black men, and black men are DVing us at 3 times the rate as other men. First and foremost, all men, not all men, but all race of men abuse women. Sadly, there's men in every race you'll find that will be abusive to a female. So when it comes to DV, it doesn't have a race, a gender, age or any of that kind of thing. So I wanted to address that first because we're not going to dog black men. I love the little role play you did when you were speaking up for our black kings. But it's the truth, too. We do have to speak up for our black kings, the men that's not abusing women, because it's beautiful black men out here that adore their women and wouldn't put a finger on them. And we have to say, you know, we have to stand up for that man. Now, are we standing up for abusers and people that are doing these kind of crazy things like this young man did here? No, we're not standing up for that. It needs to be addressed. It's not all the mother's fault. It's not all the woman's fault. You could go do a background check on a man. You can go investigate his family, his friends, everything about it. I was about to say a word. I got it a little too real, but you can do anything, all things, the above. And if this man is crazy or he has a tick in him, he is going to snap. He could be a man that has never been to jail. A lot of these men that hurt these women ain't never been to jail. Ain't never did nothing wrong. A lot of these men have came from two-family homes where they had a good mother, a good father. A lot of these men are educated. A lot of these men do have good jobs. Heck, most of them do. Ain't nobody too much gonna let a man whoop they tail. They ain't got no money. Now, I don't know too many women do that. Now, this young lady, she happened to be the breadwinner. But we need to stop making these stereotypes that are not true reality. They're not reality. Black men ain't whooping no ass more. Oh, pardon my language. Black men ain't whooping no tail more than no other man whooping tail.
Ooh. Yeah, well, I hear what you're saying. You know, her point was pretty much saying that it's just not the black man, but all men are putting paws on women from India to China to the pale man. So
That's right.
it needs to be a push agenda on all men to stop putting paws on women, to not isolate just the black man, but all. But you know, they're saying that, hey, we having issues with the black man. They say, I'm not worried about the Indian and the Asian and the Caucasian. I'm concerned about my black sisters, and the Asian man ain't taking out my black sister. The Indian man ain't taking out my black sister, but the black man is taking out my black sister. So that's where they're coming from.
Well, you want me to tell you what I tell the change the music you're listening to. This is a big problem in this era, too, that we don't want to speak about. This rap music that is playing, and I'm young. I don't mean to sound old. I do sound, I'm in my 30s. But the music that is playing nowadays is disgusting. It's totally against women. It's so nasty.
But can we stop with
and
that? It's not just the rap music.
Women and all these different colored men and women.
On. I'm sorry to interrupt you. It's
90
not just the
seconds.
rap music. This is what the girls are telling me. The girls are telling me YouTube is full of black men pushing the agenda of hating black women, and they blame everything on black women. Everything on black women. So it's just not the rap. You see it in your everyday blog talk show.
60 seconds.
That's real. This music talking all this stuff, and then it makes these young men think, okay, I got to beat my girl, get respect. I got to sleep with this girl, this girl, this girl, this girl to be a man. I got to be about the bag if I'm a girl. Come on. The men say they don't even mess with homosexuals, but they want to wear all these homosexual designers and kill, steal, and destroy for it. Come on. It's that brainwashing from this music that they're listening to.
Well, they're going to have a brain of their own and be responsible and accountable for what they do. And that's just it, you know.
10 seconds.
You listen up to the rap music, but you're not out here pound. Everybody in here listen to rap and they're not out here pound. Maybe some, but I don't know.
No, everybody out here listens to rap, but everybody out here conditioned now. Now because we listen to so much rap, but sometimes me and my girlfriend talk, do you think all men cheat? All men don't cheat. These white men and these white women and Indian men, all these different races of men, they're not.
Hello? All right, I think the phone line went out. All right, we got 3 more calls calling from 240. You're live on the air.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, Gigi. How you doing?
You know what? I'm irritated as hell. I got some other new news feed, and I don't know if I'm going to go live about it in a minute or not. But talk to me. What's your thoughts?
Well, I think that it's just so much going on in the world, and it's like all the advice that everyone is calling and giving is really good, but at the end of the day, life just don't come with a handbook. Like, one thing I feel like is, and I was just talking to my friend about this, we coddle men too much. We put so much on the women. And I'm not saying that any of the other callers were doing that, but, I'm just saying. Like, men really, every time something happens, it's like we look at the woman. Even, for example, when Tim was dating the girl from Basketball Wives, when she was coming out about that, people were so dismissive of her, and ultimately he could have ended up doing something to her, But I just feel like we need to raise our men to be men in terms of dating. It's just like the courting culture is so gone, and I feel like women, when it comes to image and everything, it is so skewed. I feel so bad every time I hear about women getting their body done, and it's like, it's good if you're doing it for you, but I feel like a lot of times these women are doing that for men's attention. And I'm like, you don't see men getting implants to enlarge themselves to please you. It's just like, it's so much pressure on women, and they are torn down so much. Like, women got it hard, and the expectation is so out of this world for them. I feel like we need to stop gossiping about things when people are going through things and really let them know that you're going to be there for them. Like, I have a friend in a situation now. I'm scared for her life. You know what I'm saying? But when I talk to her, I speak life into her. I pray with her. I tell her, like, you deserve better than that. But it's like she just won't leave. Coming from a 2-parent household don't always mean that you're going to be good. I know people that come from a 2-parent household, and they're horrible. It's just like you don't know what be going through people's mind. It's like when we have our children, whether you have a son or you have a daughter, you have to teach your child their worth. I know men that get women that dog them, and I'm like, you are such a good guy. Like, so many women would love a husband like you, or vice versa. So many men would love a wife like you. We have to uplift these kids from the very beginning. We can't be on our phones just playing all, and that's another thing the caller talked about, music. Like, music in movies and media, period, I believe it's a huge factor. I know people don't like to hear that, but it's a huge factor, and we have to teach our kids. We have to cover them from that at a young age until they are at a point of maturity. Like, when I be online and I see people and they got their kids singing these songs like "I'm gonna make your legs shake" and all of that, and these are little kids, that is inappropriate. And I just feel like music is very spiritual. I'm not going to get too deep. I know everybody might not believe, but music and just our surroundings are very spiritual. So you have to watch what you're exposing your child to. If you're around them and you're playing music and video games or TV and all that, and it's, just taking people out, or we talking about just low vibrational things not productive at all. A child mind is not equipped for that. But if they're just around that and they just hear that, it's like that becomes something that it doesn't move them. So I think it's a lot of factors. Like, with dating, I believe that a lot of times there are red flags, but there are guys that know how to hide it. There are guys that know how to hide it, and there are women that don't know the flags. So this conversation is really good. We got to stop coddling people. We have to be realistic. We live in a world where it should be one way, but it's not that way. And we have to ingrain that in our kids, like, baby, it's not always going to feel good, the things that you go through in life, but you can get through it, and this is how you got to get through it. And you don't need to be codependent on people. You need to have a level of dependence. And I'm not talking about female. I'm talking about male or female. We need to raise our children to be self-sufficient. We need to have those talks with them. Now we live in cancel culture, and that is coddling these kids. Sometimes when I hear stories, and I don't blame the victim because I've never would do that, I think about if that was my sister, if that was my child, I think about the parent. And it's like this cancel culture we have, if it don't go like this, if we're not all thinking the same way, all you're doing is making people shut down. They're not going to be comfortable saying how they feel when they really got things going through their mind. Or you baby them so much they feel like they can call you after they done something crazy because you're going to cover for them. But if you're a real woman or you're a real man and your child is coming to you and you see the behaviors in your child, you're not going to tell me that you never saw a sign as a parent. That means you weren't paying attention. Because like other callers have said, you know your kids. You know what I'm saying? You know your kids. Even when you're talking about Mr. Tim or whatever, Robbie, Sweetie Pies, you know what I'm talking about? She know her son. She know her son. And I also remember when the girl from Basketball Wives was going on him. Matter of fact, I remember when Tim's baby mother was going on him and Miss Robbie came for her, defending Tim. But you know your son. But you know what? Miss Robbie have a lot of guilt, because she left that boy to be an ICAT. And that was something that I remember being discussed at a point. When you in this world and you got kids, you have to be willing to sacrifice your dreams to make sure they are adequate in this world, emotionally, physically, their needs, etc., spiritually, all of that. When I had my son, GG, and I looked at my boy, I said, I'm going to do whatever I have to do to protect you no matter the predicament it puts me in, meaning that I'm going to fight for you to have a chance in this world even if I lack. Even if I lack. But I'm not going to coddle you to grow up and be a menace to society. I'm going to give you tough love. I'm not around here beating on my kids and stuff, but if my son do something wrong, I'm going to tell him, how would you like if somebody did that to you? How would you like if someone did it to me? How would you like if someone did it to your sister? And I do the same thing with my daughter. And we got to speak life in these kids. These kids, really, as cliche as it sounds, they are our future. And when you don't do that, when you don't plant the seed at infancy, even when they don't understand what you're saying, when you don't plant the seed, you raising a monster. When you just coddle your kids, you cannot do it. You got to give them tough love. You got to give them real world love, because you know what? When you show to them and they get out here and somebody's setting them up to traffic them, and you never see your child again because she just didn't know the signs. I'm just using that as an example. Because she just didn't know the signs because you just sheltered her. You know, when you raise your son and he finds himself in a situation with a girl and then she can lie on him and he's in jail forever, or he's gone forever because you didn't teach him the signs. You didn't teach him their worth. You coddled them. Y'all, I'm so sorry. I'm just so passionate about this because I don't like to hear about nobody losing their life. I am such an empathetic person to that, and I just think about my family. You shouldn't have to know people to have compassion for them. I'm so sorry for this girl. I'm so sorry for Andre. I'm so sorry that this world has become so wicked, but you know what? I feel like we just going along with what we see in the masses, and that is toxic. And when it comes to our black community, I'm going to always uplift. But I will be honest. look at the music we pump out here to these kids, these rappers. It is toxic. But even if you get out of race, look at the games, the video game. It's toxic. I don't want to say. It's the M word, the big M, the big take you out. You know what I'm trying to say, G?
Yeah, the murder. Okay, you ready for me to step in?
Go ahead.
Okay, cause you said a lot, girl. You said a lot.
I'm sorry.
It's all
I'm
good.
sorry.
It came from an honest place. You had a lot to get off your chest, and this is what I'm here for. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to remember everything you said, to talk about it. You said something about cuddling. Moms cuddling their sons. But you said it as if it's something new. Mothers cuddling their son has been tradition since almost the beginning of time.
That's true.
When they were when kings was on thrones, moms always favored the boys. They'd do anything for these boys. If the boy's doing something wrong, they're going to cover for them. That's how it always been. When it comes from 100 years, men has always been spoiled in America. Everything is from a man's perspective and a man's glaze. And it's a man's world, and everything should be catering to a man. If it makes a man uncomfortable, then it's just not right. However,
But I don't agree with that, Gigi.
I agree. But we're breaking from that. The thing is, the world has always surrounded with the pleasures of a man. A woman is to be what a man wants her to be, not what she wants to be. And I just say that because you said it like it's a new phenomenon, but it's
not new.
Whatever.
I'm not saying it's new. If it sounded that way.
Can you turn it down and turn it off?
What's that?
The radio. Everybody was like, it's an echo. It's an echo.
Let me see. My son might have came in my room. I'm upstairs. Give me one second.
No, I don't think it had nothing to do with your son. Like if you're playing the show, you'll hear the echo.
Oh, no, I'm not playing it. I have my phone on mute. Can you hear me now? Let me go into another part of my room.
It's not. I don't think it's echo on you. I think it's echo on me. Do y'all hear the echo anymore? I hear the echo.
I don't hear it.
I hear the echo. I hear myself. And I can't stand hearing my damn self. Do y'all feel that way? Do you like hearing your own voice? Press 3 if you like hearing your own voice. Press 5 if you don't.
I don't like hearing
my own voice. I'm like, shut the fuck up. God damn. Would you please shut up? I still hear the echo.
Well, I don't hear no echo.
Well, everybody in the comment section say they hear the echo too. It's just not me.
Oh, Lord, I don't know.
Well, she don't know.
I'm sorry, Gigi.
Can y'all continue on with seeing the echo? Okay, so you do realize, this cuddling boys, cuddling men, this being a man's world, it has always been a stain in this world, and it's going to take some time to get it off. It's not going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
And women constantly has to fight. Because the world have brainwashed women to grow up and to groom to cater to men. And you're not validated until you have a man in your life, and you have no purpose until you serve a man, giving him babies. And that's your role, and that has been tradition. Back in the day, if a woman could not give her husband babies, she was seen as worthless.
Right. And I don't agree with none of that.
That's
what I'm saying.
But that is
I
the
feel
past.
like the word that you
was
mentioned
standard.
is perfect.
Huh?
When you said it's a stain, like you said it's a stain, that's perfectly put. It's a stain, and the change is going to take a while because we're just like over time it's just been conditioned to be that way. But that is a stain, and that is not serving.
But that's why you see when you're talking, you were saying, all these women are just, they caping for the man and it's always the woman's fault. Well, that was tradition back in the day. And if you saw it differently, you would go to jail or your head will be on a wall. How dare you say something against a man? A man will always triumph a woman's word back in the day.
And if I might even go deep on that, I'm not going to go deep on that, but if I can even, scratch the surface on that, that is a learned mentality from the other side of the fence, not the black side, but the other side. That is taught. It really wasn't like that in our original origins. You know what I'm saying?
In Africa, it was like that. In Africa, they slaved each other.
Yeah.
Candace was talking about
with
that,
it.
and it's a video that I would love to show you, and she breaks it down.
Yeah, I would like to see.
Oh, you saw Candace?
I would like to see.
Okay, let me know if you got. I'm gonna play this right now. A lot of people was upset at Candace for saying what she said about Africa.
But the real truth of the reason why people hate the queen has nothing to do with the colonization. It has nothing to do, which, by the way, just to be.
Now you said you want to listen to it now, and I play it. Now you talking.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, can you hear what she's saying? Because you can't hear it if you just listen to the show. Like if you hear me on the radio, you're not going to hear it because it's not going to be on the radio. You have to go to your thing.
I have it, and I'm going to mute my phone while you play it.
Okay. Hello? Yeah, I still hear my mute. I hear my thing. Okay, so before I play this, also I was trying to think of other stuff that you were saying. What you say? What else were you talking about? You said something about Hollywood. And, you feel like it's going on because of Hollywood. I think Hollywood have some influence, but it don't have most because, like I said, if you take Hollywood away, before Hollywood is something new. 100 years ago, no such thing was Hollywood. We didn't have TV, radio, hip hop. Hip hop it's all new. But you still had these problems, and it was more of a man's world before hip hop. So hip hop, that's just more so like the iceberg, but it's not the root of the problem at all. You have to go real deep into that thing. But I'm going to play here, Candace.
But the real truth of the reason why people hate the queen has nothing to do with the colonization. It has something to do, which, by the way, just to be clear, the Brits invading Africa actually represents, and this is going to get me in trouble, but it was, if you look at how forward it brought the African colonies, it ended up being a net positive. Now, this is, of course, it's going to get me in trouble because people somehow think that Africans were living happily ever after and things were great, and then the horrible English, British descended upon and murdered everybody, and the French suddenly murdered everybody, and that just isn't the truth. Obviously, the African nations had slavery, just like the European nations had slavery. So it's an evil that was not started, did not begin in Europe, actually. It can actually be traced back to Muslim origins. And for whatever reason, people have this fantastical rendition of history where they think that it was only white people that ever did anything bad, when in fact the truth is that even in terms of our own history, American history, it was the Africans that were selling the Africans to the Europeans, and usually for things as basic as gin and mirrors. I talk about this in my book. Like, it was at really basic things. And when Europeans set out to end slavery, by the way, it was white men that were the first in the world to abolish the slave trade, right? People don't like that fact. It's a very inconvenient fact from the narrative that white people are evil and backwards. They were not the first to do it, but they were the first to end it. That is the truth. I think it was France first, followed by the UK, followed by America, that ended the slave trade. It was actually Africans that fought and said, no, we want to maintain the system of slavery because it is good for us. So this is something, as I said, that can be traced back to people just being extremely ignorant about history, because everything has literally been transformed into a black and white narrative, pun very much intended.
All right, what do you guys think about that? Comment, let us know. She was pretty much saying that Africa was selling off their own people to different groups, you know? And when they did abolish slavery, Africa was the one that wanted to hold on to it because it benefited them, you know? So let me go back to the phone lines. Hello, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you see what Candace said?
Yeah, and I've heard that before. I think what I was mentioning was more for recent times, just, you know, because these things are happening now and we experience this part of life. But I think what she's saying, I know it has validity to it, because I feel like all this stuff just kind of trickles down from time, you know, so that's crazy. But it definitely does contribute today, for sure, to the mindset that we were talking about, definitely. I don't know, Gigi. It's a loaded topic, to be honest.
It is.
It's a very loaded topic, and it's a lot of different things that contribute. But, like, even when I was looking at the comments, some people saying, like, don't speak life over my child. Like, shut up. What do you want me to speak death over your child? Like, people just always find a problem with something, and that's the thing. That's why people don't be feeling comfortable coming out when things are going on. You be approachable. Don't always have a conflict with someone. What is wrong with someone speaking life over your life, saying, I wish you all the best. I wish no harm come to you. I wish that you are prosperous and have a great life. Like, what's wrong with that? Why would you say don't speak life? Like, y'all just be stupid sometimes, just wanting to have something to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, would you rather someone speak death over your life, speak ill wishes to you? Like, what is the problem? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Gigi, I'm not even going to.
Well, all right. Well, I thank you for calling in. We got one more caller. Calling from 314. You're live from the air.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
I am doing great. How are you doing, Dr. Girl? I love your platform.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
And thank you, all the ladies that spoke before me. I am just outdone with the comments, not in a negative way, but positive way, because everyone hit it over the head, seriously. We have so many issues in our community. We have so many problems within black men that I had to speak on it myself as a black man. And as you would say, zesty.
Yeah, it's just playing, you know. Okay, so go ahead.
No, I'm not offended. No, I'm not offended at all. Trust and believe me. I heard it all. And I've been raised by parents who've been married for 48 years. 2 sisters who are a decade older than me. And I've seen it all and been through plenty enough to touch on these topics, especially with the Tim story and the domestic violence story, because my sisters have been dealing with men who have been abusive. And coming from a little brother's perspective, it's like, okay, what do I do with that? I'm supposed to protect them, right? And that's the thing I always strive to do. Yet, I've had my own women in my own family tell me not to. Can you explain that to me? Well, I'm going to explain it to you myself. Due to the fact that a lot of the women want to be in those situations without realizing that they're allowing it. Because when you defend them, and I have defended my sisters, they turned against me. They made me out to be the villain, made me out to seem like I'm disturbing their situation when yet you're crying on my shoulder, but I want to do something about it, but yet when I do, you're upset with me. So what do you do with that type of situation?
What do? If I was in your situation, you have to make a tough call to put yourself first because they don't give a damn about you. Okay? If push comes to
And that's
shove,
my point.
you got to realize they're going to choose that dick. They're going to choose that dick every time over you. And it may be tough for you to swallow, but you got to realize that. And you have to choose yourself and your mental health, and you got to keep going on. Because if them niggas do something to you, they not going to feel too bad. They going to cry a little bit, but they going to still be with that nigga that took you out of here. Trust and believe me.
But yet, Gossip Girl, this is what it comes back down to when my sisters say the black man not protecting them. But then when you have the sisters who don't even want the protection, that's my problem.
It shouldn't be your problem. You should just exit out of it. I know it may be harsh, but you have your whole life to live.
I have. But see, this is my point of view of when they come down on the black man. We are going against so much, just like you guys are, because trust me, the black woman is the most disrespected, yet still the most emulated woman on the planet. They copy everything you guys do, yet they hate you disrespectfully with everything in their power.
Well, and I want to say I apologize for you in such a situation. But any other thing that you have to say about Tim?
Well, with the Tim situation, back to my point of view, I have been the only son. My mother is like how Miss Robbie is, kind of. She would say and do and protect me in any way of any cost. And I look at her at times like, lady, you just don't even realize what you're saying. Because I know how I can be when I want to be that. Meaning, don't defend me when I'm wrong. And I know I was wrong, but yet you're still trying to justify. And this is another thing about my mother that I don't like. She says that she did not see the signs when I was a kid of being gay. That denial part, I don't like that. Because, like, women say, oh, we know our children, but yet my mother's the type of woman, she's headstrong. And she hates to be embarrassed. So, you have those type of women, too, who would deny, like that's been said on many other calls. Our black women love to deny their sons' negative situations that's put out in the public perspective, meaning, oh, he's a thug, or he's gay, or he's this, or he's that.
It's not negative.
Yes, and she denied it, and that's
who
how
you
it
are is who
seems
you
for
are,
me.
but you're saying that she may have seen it, and because of that, she ignored it and ignored your cry out and was not there to comfort and protect you with who you are. You know, she denied it and she didn't want to see it. So that was that. And I apologize for that. You know, sometimes you gotta.
No apologies are needed. I am at a place where I've been through the therapy. I've been through the work of whatever is going on in my life. I'm just expressing my situation and how the world views black men and just period of the whole outlook of our race. Not just black men, but the women as well. Dealing with parents who've been married for so long, yes, we're expected to have this or that, or expected to know this or that because we are not from broken homes. That's not the case, like many of the callers have said. My sisters are with men, married men who are not up to par. They mistreat them because that's what my father led as an example. Even though he's been in our home for many years, even though my parents been married for almost 50 years, they still ended up with men who degrade them.
Okay, I get what you're saying. You've been in a two-family
So,
home, but they're all in bad situation, all your sisters. I get it. Okay,
no,
well,
it's not a two-family home. My parents been married for many years. I'm saying to you,
yeah, I'm
it's
talking about
what they have thought.
two-parent home.
Right.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, well, I thank you so much for calling. We're going to have to let you go. But yeah, we had a good conversation, talk about Tim, Norman, and also we had a situation talking about this man who took out his own family. He took out his baby mom 9 times with the pow, 9 bullets. She was providing for him shelter, food, you name it. He didn't have to do much but take care of them kids. But he took her out of here, then cried about it and said it was a mistake, which came out to be a lie. And it's just a horrible situation. All right, so we're going to get on out of here. Before I get on out of here, I just want to say I thank y'all so much for the love. And I'm looking in the comment section now. So if y'all got something to say, leave it in the comments. And I'm looking right here. Y'all got my attention. Okay, thank you, Kat BK. Thanks for a wonderful night. Thank you. Crystal said Tim gonna be in prison for life. I hope he is, Crystal, with them big old hips. And I hope they do a number on his ass, okay? And I hope he does not like it. I hope he does not find comfort in taking dick, okay? I really hope he don't enjoy it. But comment, let us know. But they say he been up in the prisons before, so ain't nothing new. Choices they have, growing people. Thank you, bald-headed mama. Okay, that's a hell of a name. Okay, some of the people in these comments is broken and sad. Kia, we all broken and sad. Shit, I'm broken and sad. Okay? We all, well, not everybody, but shit, I'm broken and sad too, god damn it. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm broken and sad for right now, but shit, I be having my damn days and nights, and I just don't know. Okay? Shit. We love you. Thank you, K My Way. I love you back. I love y'all back. I thank y'all. Yeah, some people should not have kids. Well, that's a hard pill to swallow, Amber. You know, I guess some people are not responsible enough to have kids, but they gonna have kids. You know, they gonna be doing some screwing. You know? I'm looking in the comments section. Feel free to put a comment now, and I will look at it, and I might react to it because I'm reacting to a lot of them. Let me put some money on Tim's book. Tiffany, for what? Okay, you down with him? We're all a work in progress. Not bald-headed mama. That's her name straight from the comment section, okay? Desire has always got the same talking points. A broken home should not be an excuse. A lot of these callers are confused with themselves. My home's still broken and I'm 46. I'm still the omega. People excusing bad behavior on dumb shit. All right. I heard what you're saying. She says time to take accountability. No matter if you come from a broken home or not, you going to have to wise up and be accountable and have control over your life. And the direction it's going, you're going to have to be a lion out here in these streets, okay? Because ain't nobody going to help you. Ain't no love in these streets. Ain't no love in these streets, y'all. Y'all better love yourself, okay? Stop the music, DJ. Oh, y'all want me to have some music in the background? Oh, yeah. I can't find a good jam. DJ, where you at? Okay, so let's keep on going. Amber Storms, thank you 100. Can y'all please give another like? Can you give a double like? Okay? Please make sure y'all get them likes. That help the algorithm so I can push my videos out. Come on, we need to push these videos. Shit. DJ, stop the beat. I can't read and listen to music at the same damn time. It's too damn much. Okay, even two-parent households, some kids are not protected. You sure right. I was Jenkins. I came from a two-parent household. Yes, you heard it right. I was raised with 2 parents in my household, okay? And everything is not the best. Everything ain't perfectly clean. I tell you that, okay? Did they try their best? Yeah, they tried their best, but them trying their best, was it the best for me? I don't know. I know it was. We ain't getting on my ass. You try to trick me. Okay, let's keep on going. Okay, we not trying to make this personal. We keeping on Tim in this situation. Them got shit, run them lights up. Please, Jiggy, run them damn lights up. Do the crying, oh God. What if you in a 2-parent home and the daddy beating the mama? What then? Then that's a sad situation. Ooh, if my mama was getting if my daddy was beating my mama, what would I do? Oh God, what would I do? What would I do? I'd be so furious and mad. Oh, I'd be so damn mad. What would I do? And that's the thing. That is the thing. You know what? Y'all want to talk about people out here always pound and being monsters. I don't know. And I know I should not be doing no personal shit. I know. Let me shut the fuck up, because I might say some stuff that may sound crazy. And I'm like, damn, maybe I'm going to end up saying it. Sometimes, and that's why I say I'm sad and broken too. Sometimes I wish in my mind I was more of I don't want to say monster because I don't like the word, but I wish I was more aggressive, you know? Everybody got their thing. I've never had a thought in my mind of harming anybody. I've never had a thought. Even when I try, I cannot stomach my mind to do it. And I feel so damn weak. Like, why am I such an effing coward? Like, every time I have scary dreams, why am I a damn victim? I'm tired of being a victim, y'all. It's like when I have bad negative thoughts, I'm always the victims in my thoughts. And I be like, God damn, why can't I be the monster in my dream? Why can't I go terrorizing a motherfucker? Why do in my dreams, I'm always in a corner waiting on a monster, goddamn scared? Why, when I think negative, I'm always the victim just waiting on a motherfucker to eat my ass up? Why? Shit, I feel like I need to be more aggressive and I need to stop being so damn scary. And it comes from my upbringing. And I feel like, I was always taught to be a victim. Don't do this. They're going to come for you. The devil is after you and this and that. And I'm like, God damn, I need to break away from victimhood. Shit. That's how I be feeling. And I'm sorry I went on that vent. Did you speak? We all been there before. Well, you have to defend yourself, especially from Dusty's. Well, you're right, but I gotta get more aggressive because it's like I just want somebody to save me from the dust, okay? It's like I want this man to save me from the dust, It's like I'm always looking for somebody to save me. Why? Why do I can do it myself, Oh my God. Well, I remember when I was young and like teenage, whatever, I was looking for a man to take care of me. I didn't feel like I was worthy enough to be successful on my own. I always felt like I needed to hang on to somebody else. I felt like I needed to find a damn hero, and I can't stand. I don't know. I don't want to be that way. I don't want to feel that way. I want to be strong on my own damn self. I get tired of feeling that way, feeling like I need this and I'm a damn victim. And it's really in my mental state of mind. And I don't know how, but yeah, get out of that. Yeah, fearless. I ain't there yet, okay? You have a good week. Use your superpowers. Gigi, want a man for protector? Yeah, just be safe and be careful. And that's why I need to go straight from the A, get that pow, and go do some rounds. I get tired of motherfuckers calling my phone talking all crazy. And I'm afraid to talk crazy back because I'm like, damn, if I really cuss this hoe out, then she may try to come and do something for real, try to catch me on sight. Yeah, they talking about some, I can't wait till I see your ass on sight. Texting me all crazy. And I did not text back because I was not trying to amp nobody up to see my ass on sight. So I said, fuck it, you know. I was like, I need some damn protection out here. I'm out here in these streets. And if somebody come up and knock me upside my head, what the hell I'm going to do? Huh? What am I going to do? Just fall to the ground and say, help, please, no. Please, no. And then by the time you call 911, they're going to have your ass on hold for a good 3, 4, 5 minutes. They going to get away. You know, you get the pow. And I need to get the laws, too. I called up with the police officer not too long ago. I said, Popo, I said, if that hoe come up on my lawn, is it okay if I pop her ass? He gonna tell me no. I said, well, goddamn, she on my lawn popping shit, texting my ass. Why can't I? And he said, well, I guess if she break in, then it's something different, whatever. I gotta learn these damn laws. I ain't trying to be in jail, you know? It's real out here in these streets. It's real out here in these damn streets. I'm going to look in the comment section again. I'm sorry. I'm still digesting my food. Now I want a joke. Hell yeah. Love karate. Oh, I need to get a karate. Gee, real lifestyle. Amber, you know, we just gonna, shit. I ain't said, listen, whatever I just said, I'm role playing, okay? Please, whatever I just said, I'm role playing. Don't think too much on that shit, okay? Anyway, I married a man who's crazier than me. I made the comment, The hardest people have a little to say. They waiting for you to make your move, or when to shut you down, there's no second thoughts. Pepper spray or taser. You know what? I don't think a pepper spray or taser is really going to help, you know, compared to these people out here in these streets. Chicago about to be off the chain. Oh, yeah, you heard about that new law in Chicago? They call it the purge. They got a purge law in Chicago, y'all. You can get away with any crime, and they ain't going to do nothing about it. She could be on your lawn, but she can't come in your house. I hope she don't. You know, I haven't heard from her. You know, I have not heard from her in a while. Yeah, but it was going down. It was going motherfucking down. Okay? These niggas is setting people up. Okay? They are setting people up. They're not telling people everything. They got motherfuckers arguing, fighting over their ass, and don't even know the whole tea. Girl, I could tell you some stories, but I ain't. Anyway, if she come in your house, that's a different story. You married a man crazier than you? What do I do if I threaten? Start screaming and fall in your arms around and making noise? Well, bald-headed mama, they ain't gonna do shit but take out their video and start recording. You know, these people out here these days, they don't care. They see people getting put paws on all the time. And they just pick out their cell phone and start recording. They don't do nothing. They don't do nothing. But I'm going to get on out of here. I love you guys. I enjoyed y'all. Gigi, I'm here walking my dog, laughing so hard to your show. I thought crazy. Well, I'm glad you get a little laugh, a little kick out of it. Oh, girl. I tell you one thing. Let me be quiet. I talk too damn much, you know. I got to be careful talking about gossip because I end up gossiping about my own damn self, and I ain't trying to do that. I like to talk about gossip. I ain't trying to be gossip. You understand? All right, well, I'm going to get on out of here. I love you guys. Please like and support and push my videos so I can push on more, okay? Bye. DJ. What a beat at, DJ. Thank you.